Recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out.
Guys, got hair loss? I know what you're thinking. Should I shave my head, comb it over, wear a hat? Just stop. This isn't 1970. Keep your hair and your confidence, because Bosley, America's #1 hair restoration expert, can give you your real hair back permanently. Check them out today, because they're giving away an absolutely free information kit and a free gift card to anyone that texts SOLVE to 200-300. Dude, you don't have to look like your dad, because this isn't your dad's hair loss treatment. People all over the country trust Bosley because they're ahead of the curve. They use the latest technology to give you your real hair back. And the best part, Bosley's permanent solution is protected by the Bosley Guarantee. Let Bosley show you for free how awesome your hair could look with an absolutely free information kit and a gift card for $250 off. Text SOLVE to 200-300. That's SOLVE to 200-300.
It's time for Atlantic Trojan basketball. Here's Tom Robinson alongside Roger Warren on KS 95.7 and live streamed at westerniowatoday.com.
And good evening from Harlan. Tom Robinson alongside Cody Weaver filling in for Roger Warren tonight. Of course, Cody, you're a regular at this as we worked together all last year as well in football, and great to have you back here tonight. Atlantic and Harlan are facing off in Hawkeye 10 conference action. This game does count as a conference game as the Cyclones come in with a 7-2 conference record. They're 17-2 overall, and Atlantic 5-5 in the conference and 8-12 in all games. When you look at the Hawkeye 10 conference, St. Albert leads it at 10-0, Lewis Central 7-1, and then the Cyclones at 7-2. Glenwood is 6-4. As I mentioned, Atlantic is even at 5-5. Genesis Leslie 4-5. Kemper 4-5. Florida 4-6. Then Shenandoah 3-5. Creston 1-9. And Red Oak 0-9 in the conference as these two teams battled each other earlier. And I'll tell you what, it was Harlan really a dominating performance, 69-37. But I think you'd expect to see a little bit something different tonight here from Atlantic.
Yeah, Coach Vargason, talked about how the girls have improved throughout the season. And it's about playing your best basketball right now as you come down to postseason here, and he's going to want to see that gap closed, or, he talked about knocking them off, and it's just about being consistent, playing as a team, and, preparing really for Saturday when it counts.
Well, you're right, and Saturday is, of course, the start of the regional tournament. This is the final regular season game for both these squads. It's pink out night tonight for the Harlan Cyclones, and Atlantic will head to Gowrie. They'll take on Southeast Valley on Saturday night in their regional quarterfinal. And Harlan's at home. They'll host OABCIG here at home on Saturday night. So we'll have those games as well coming up with pregame at around 6:45 and a tip-off at 7 from Gowrie. Southeast Valley and Atlantic should be a good matchup there. Well, as we look at the game of when these two teams played, just a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago, and it was a big night for Aubrey Strizo. She hit 7 3-point shots. She had 32 points in the game, and we'll hear from Coach Vargason coming up here in a little bit. But she is one player that the Trojans are really going to have to identify here tonight, and she just got hot and unstoppable.
Yeah, and you're going to have nights like that, and besides her on the outside, you've got a lot of height here, and it doesn't matter if it's a girl coming off the bench for Harlan. You're talking 5'11" or 6 foot, so they have a lot of height, and the accuracy on the outside shot sometimes there, and it was definitely there that night.
Well, Cody, it could be a special night for Atlantic's leading scorer, Peyton Harder, the junior, averaging almost 17 a game. Could be a good night for her.
Yeah, 6 more points, and she'll reach that 1,000-point milestone. And as a junior, I think Coach Vargason, talked about being the only junior so far going through Atlantic that he knows of. And that's a great accomplishment for her. And just, she's played a lot throughout her high school career, and she's got a whole nother year to go.
No doubt about it. Hey, we'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back with more pregame, and we'll get to the coaches show here in a moment.
Winter is here, and so is the cold. This year, let Olson's Outdoor Power make acreage life easy with our in-stock line of Coyote tractors with heated cabs to make chores on cold days a lot more comfortable. Whether you're clearing snow, feeding livestock, or just moving firewood around, getting out of the wind and into a cab is a must. Stop in today and take home a Coyote tractor with a cab and heat for as low as $27,800 with 0% financing. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Work seems a lot less like work when you do it with the people you know, family, neighbors, and friends. When you do your banking at First Whitney Bank, it's much the same thing. You're working with a family of your community, your neighbors, and friends, because that's who we are. We share life with you at community celebrations, at school and church activities, and as you allow us to serve you with your banking business. Our commitment to you and our community has been how we've done business for over 5 generations, and that's why we're the only bank you will ever need. First Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan Sports on KS 95.7
Welcome
and
back.
live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back, Atlantic. Warming up, Harlan warming up in their pink uniform tonight for Cancer Awareness Night here at Harlan. When you look at these two teams, we'll go back to Atlantic, Cody, as you mentioned. Peyton Harder could reach 1,000 points here tonight. She gets 6. She's averaging 16.8. And they've got Zoe Kirchhoff averaging 6.6 for Atlantic, and McKenna Schrader 4.8. And then you've got Maddie Richter who hit that 3 ball, averaging 6 points a contest. Katrina Williams of 3, and Claire Pellet about 2 points. She's found that little range shot from the elbow here as well. When you look at Harlan Community, they are led in scoring by Aubrey Schwiezel. We talked about her 32 the last time these two teams met. Schwiezel averaging 14.5. Hannah Sonoman averaging just about 10 points a game. She was held down the first time these two teams met. And then you've got Erica Rust, that inside player, at 13.4 for the Cyclones. Other players, you've got scoring Molly Swinson, 7 points a game. Grace Albertson, who will not be in the lineup tonight. She's ill. She'll very important player for Harlan. They're going to miss Grace here tonight. And you've got Kinsley Brook, the freshman, averaging 3.3. So those are scores for the Harlan Community Cyclones. When you look at the matchup tonight, Cody, your thoughts?
Well, just like I said, on the outside shot there for Schwiezo, but they also have height on the inside. It would be a good matchup for Harder there on the inside. And if we can get somebody to make those outside shots, from Atlantic, you just want it to be a competitive game and, play as a team and, again, prepare for Saturday.
You betcha. Well, we're going to get to the coaches show. It's brought to you by McAtee Tire. McAtee Tire and Service, your headquarters for all your automotive repairs, and Goodyear Tires at 100 West 2nd Street in Atlantic. And we'll be back with a visit with Atlantic head coach Dan Vargason right after this.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAtee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAtee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAtee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Welcome back to the McAtee Tire Coaches Show with Atlantic head coach Dan Vargason. The Trojans and Harlan tonight, the season finale, regular season finale for both these teams here this evening. Harlan opens up with OABCIG and the regionals on Saturday. Atlantic travels to Gowrie to take on Southeast Valley. But the last regular season game, I guess you can look at it as maybe a tune-up for the postseason run, Coach, but talk about playing this final regular season game of the season with your team here.
Yeah, obviously it's another opportunity for us to get a little bit better. Our mindset's always getting to 1-0 and making improvements every single day, whether it's a game or practice, and this is no different. Obviously, Harlan's a very good team. They're the number 1 seed in our district, so it's just a good opportunity to go play them again. The last time we played them, we didn't feel like we played the best we could, and they played pretty well. And credit to them, they definitely came out and beat us. So we just wanted to play a little bit tougher and give them a little bit of a run for their money, hang in there, and see what happens at the end.
Aubrey Schwiezel had 32 that first time around, Coach. Talk about how do you stop her, or at least slow down Schwiezel?
Well, I think the biggest thing is not giving her wide open looks. There were multiple possessions where she was getting wide open, and that just can't happen with the team's leading scorer, for any team, but particularly Schwiezel. And she got hot that night shooting, and I think she hit 5 or 6 threes on us or something like that. And that's something we can't allow her to do, is get comfortable. She also does a great job getting into the paint. So she's one of those players where you got to stop her on the perimeter, but then you got to be ready to react to her speed, get into the paint. She has a really good dump off to Rust in the paint. And then they've got solid three-point shooters around her. So you really can't play them junk defense. We just have to be more disciplined, play with a little bit more effort and a little bit more intentionality than we did the last time.
Well, and she's not the only one. I mean, there's others outside that can hit it as well. Swinson, you've got Sonderman, who got a few points. I mean, there's a number of different players, but Rust inside is tough as well.
Yeah, she's averaging just under 14 a game plus about 9 rebounds. So she's a player who she can clean up on the glass. They don't give a lot of second chance opportunities. They're a pretty strong defensive rebounding team. So we have to make a major focus for us to be rebounding to prevent Russ from getting easy putbacks on offense. And then again, you got to limit Schwieso and make Russ earn what she gets in the paint. So you can't let her get in and get the easy dump off buckets. We got to make them earn what they get tonight. And just be a little bit more sound defensively.
Let's talk about your squad here, and I'm looking forward to seeing them get back after it. And talk about your starters and break them down for us a little bit here.
Yeah, so we're going the same lineup we've been with. So Zoe Kirkhoff at point. She's been playing well for us, and she's somebody who she's got a nice little floater in the paint. She can get to the rim, but she can also hit the outside three. She had a couple corner threes in the last few games as well. So we're going to rely on her to kind of get us in our sets. Claire Pellich, I think she started every game this season for us as well, and senior leader for us, and somebody who she plays the top of our 1-2-2, and she's got to be active for us and finding Schwieso and making sure we're not losing her. And then her mid-range game has improved a lot this season, so we're going to need her to get some of those points to alleviate some of the pressure off of Peyton and some of our other players as well. Katrina Williams and Peyton Harder down in the paint, they've got a tough task of defending Rust. So that's the first priority. But then also last game against Harlan, Peyton only had 2 points. So that's something we got to do is get her going. She's averaging about 17 a game, so we need her to be a little closer to that than 2. And I know she will. She responded well from after that last game. And then Katrina Williams, offensively, again, she's capable of hitting those elbows and in, so we got to get her a little bit more involved in the offense. And then McKenna Schrader, the last few games, has been playing lights out for us. I think in the last couple of games she's averaging about 12 points. So we need her to keep doing that, keep making good decisions with the ball, and our turnovers tonight got to be a little bit lower than they were the first time around with Harlan.
Very good. Well, Coach, thank you very much. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you after the game, and best of luck.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
You bet. We're back with more pregame, the starters, and the tip-off coming up here from Harlan on 95.7 FM and our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com, powered by Nishtanet. We're back with more right after this.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Welcome back to Harlan. Tom Robbins alongside Cody Weaver as the Atlantic Trojans and the Harlan Cyclones are getting set to face off here. We're going to the starting lineups coming up here in just a little bit as Atlantic 5-5 in the conference. A win would put them over 500 in the Hawkeye 10 this season. Harlan having a great season with just 2 losses on the year. Those two came in conference play. They're 7-2 and 17-2 overall in the season finale, and both these coaches want to see their teams come out and play at their best as you get into tournaments on Saturday.
Yeah, and it's, the season goes fast, but from the beginning of the season to now, the improvement that you've seen in, the Atlantic squad to me is impressive. Playing better as a team, the confidence in the younger players coming out and competing, so it'll be nice to see them compete tonight and see where we end up.
Well, I think the biggest improvement, Cody, had talked about is the fact that the turnovers. They were averaging over 30 turnovers early this season. Well, the last, month or so, Coach Vargas had said they were averaging 18. They cut that in half, and that's huge.
Yeah, just a lot better job bringing the ball down the floor, watching kind of behind you, and then also on the passing side of it, being a lot more careful.
Coach Clausen, head coach for the Harlan Cyclones. Coach Dan Vargas, head coach of the Atlantic Trojans. Our broadcast brought to you by Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll. First Whitney Bank, they're the only bank you'll ever need. First Whitney Bank. Body Basic, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics. And the Seed Pros, so by your side to maximize yields. From the word go, your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Van Tiger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knutson. Also was Cass Health, and Neighbors Caring for Neighbors, and Outfitters Plus Outlet Store, your home for personalized sports apparel in Atlantic. And the Super Bowl. Grab the gang and head to the Super Bowl for Glow Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Swida, they're safe, reliable. Swida for all your transportation needs. And Stein Seed. The Stein has yield. Contact Darren Petty, your local Stein representative. Hy-Vee, Bakery, Dollar, Grocery, Meat Department of Pharmacy, always there for you, your Atlantic Hy-Vee. And Atlantic Ag and Auto, your locally owned full-line of CarQuest retail store in Atlantic. Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, the hometown bank for hometown people. Member FDIC. And Elkhart Plastics, integrity, optimism, customer focus, and a can-do spirit. Go to MyersIndustries.com/careers to fill out an application. And the Fish Store and Pet Center, your local one-stop pet shop in downtown Atlantic. For Atlantic, McKenna Schrader starts at a guard at 5'5" sophomore. Zoe Kirchhoff also at the guard at 5'5" sophomore. Claire Pellet, 5'6" senior, plays that 3 spot. And Katrina Williams inside, 5'11" sophomore. Peyton Harder with 994 points for her career, just a junior, playing inside at 5'10" and a junior. For the Cyclones, Hannah Sonneman, a 5'6" senior. Also Ava Munson, a 5'7" senior. Aubrey Suizo, a 5'10" junior. Erica Rust, a 6' senior. And Molly Swinson, a 5'7" junior. That's the starting lineup for the Harlan Community Cyclones in their pink uniforms. It is a pink out night here in Harlan. We'll keep it right here for our national anthem. Tip-off coming up. It's brought to you by the First Whitney Bank, a local bank, the only bank you'll ever need. First Whitney Bank.
Work seems a lot less like work when you do it with the people you know, family, neighbors, and friends. When you do your banking at First Whitney Bank, it's much the same thing. You're working with the family of your community, your neighbors, and friends, because that's who we are. We share life with you at community celebrations, at school and church activities, and as you allow us to serve you with your banking business. Our commitment to you and our community has been how we've done business for over 5 generations, and that's why we're the only bank you will ever need. First Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
Here we go, getting set to jump it up. Atlantic moving left to right on your radio and on your television screen. If watching this here on our live video, WesternIowaToday.com, powered by NationNet. Harder will jump it up against Erica Rust. Here's the tip, and it is Harder controlling it for Atlantic. Trojans left to right to the front court. Zoe Kirchhoff bounce pass to McKenna Schrader, left wing. Skip pass right side to Pellet. Pellet has the ball stolen away. Picked off by Munson. And the Cyclones set it up with Munson top of the circle. Schwiezel on the right side had 32 against Atlantic the first time out. Munson looks inside to Rust, back out top. Schwiezel goes right side past Hannah Sonneman. Now into Munson. And they'll kick it back out top. Schwiezel top of the circle. On the shot clock, 13. Turn shoot by Rush from the free throw line. No good. Rebound comes off to Peyton Harder. Here comes Atlantic to the front court. Trojans second possession. Kirchhoff over to Schrader for the Trojans. Picked up by Swinson. Back out top, Pellet. Couple of bounces, picks it up, no, backs out top to Schrader. She'll back up near the ring. 7:08 to play. First quarter just underway. Baseline Schrader. She'll launch a three. No good. And the rebound comes off to Ava Munson, the 5'7" senior. She'll hustle it across the timeline for the Cyclones. They'll kick it out at top to Schweizel. She's open. She'll fire for three. No good. Harder, her second rebound in consecutive possessions. Harder averaging 11 rebounds a game coming in and almost 17 points. Atlantic with the front court possession. Right baseline of Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff a couple of dribbles now. Kicks it inside to Williams. Turns back to Harder. And we've got a whistle, a foul called on Ava Munson of Harlan with 6:35 to go first quarter.
Yeah, that's nice to see Atlantic working, that three-point shot to start with. I know they're going to kind of try it inside and see if they can have success in there.
Here's a throw in. Williams against the Russ. She'll hook it up and no good. And Russ snags the rebound for the Harlan Cyclones. Here comes Harlan ahead to Schweizel. Dribble drive, baseline lay in, no good. Rebound Kirchhoff for Atlantic. Kirchhoff has had her share of boards this season, averaging about 3 a game from that point guard spot. Left wing pass to Schrader. Schrader looks out top to Pellet. Back to Kirchhoff. Nobody scored yet. We're about 2 minutes into this basketball game. Schrader out top, baseline Williams. She'll turn to shoot a short 6-footer, no good. Rebound Harder, putback is up and good!
And there's 2, your 6 there, Tom.
Harder needs 4 more for 1,000. Atlantic up 2-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Cyclones in the front court. They'll work it out right baseline to Sonneman. Back out to Schweizel. Now Munson. She'll fire a deep 3. No good off the heel. Rebound Rust. They'll kick it out near side to Sonneman. Down inside to Rust again. Double team. Sonneman right side. Back to Schweizel. Top of the circle. Rust again. Now Sonneman for 3. In and out. No good. And rebound Kirchhoff. Her second consecutive board. And Atlantic with a 2-0 lead will bring it to the front court. 5:20 to go on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Left side Schrader. She loses the handle out of bounds. Atlantic turns it over for the first time of the ball game, and Harlan gets the ball back. So Swenson will throw it in. And she'll get off to Schweizel. He'll bring it across the half court line. Atlantic up 2-0. Score brought to you by the Seed Pros. Pass left wing. Inside Sonneman. Left side Swenson for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound Kirchhoff again. And this time Schrader, with a kick out to Kirchhoff, back to Schrader. She'll clear the half-court line, weaves her way in the front court. Out top, Kirchhoff down low. Pellet turns, shoots, good! Atlantic up 4-0. Pellet with the bucket, and a good look inside.
Yeah, that was a great job there by Pellet, seeing that open. Pellet, turned right in, right off the backboard into the hoop.
4-0 Atlantic, 4:40 to go first quarter. Down low, and Harlan throws it away. Harder with a steal. Back out to Kirchhoff. She'll bring it across the half-court line. Cyclones playing a zone defense, a 2-3 zone. Williams skip past Kirchhoff at the top. She'll drive inside. Teardrop is up, no good. And the rebound, Erica Rust, and a foul called on Katrina Williams of Atlantic. That's the first foul here of the quarter with 4:21 to go in this first stanza. Atlantic off to a 4-0 lead with Claire Pellet and Peyton Harder's buckets. Schrader comes out of the lineup, and Maddie Richter in for Atlantic. Trojans, that traditional 2-3 zone defense. Cyclones to the front. Schweizel to Sonneman on the right wing. Give it a go inside to Monson. Down to Rush. Layup up, no good. Foul called. And this one's, I think, on Harder. As they're going inside Erica Rust. Rust entered the contest averaging 13.4 a game. And she'll shoot a pair from the free throw line for Harlan. And the first one is good. Cyclones on the board. 4-1 Atlantic with a 3-point lead. Russ' second free throw coming up. And this one is good. Made them both. Atlantic's lead cut to 4-2 of the Seed Pros scoreboard. The Trojans with the ball. Richter in the backcourt. Skips it across the Pellet. Now to Harder. She'll take it down the lane. Shot up, no good. The ball poked out of bounds by Harlan. Atlantic will have it. 4:01 to play. First quarter of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Atlantic up by a pair. Throw in by Kirchhoff, left side of the basket. Goes baseline to Richter. Head fake, stops, pops a 17-footer. Can't get it to go. And the rebound, Erica Rust. Rust gets her share of rebounds as well. 9 on the season. Sonneman for 3. No good. Rebound Harder. Harder and Rust are the 2 top rebounders. Harder for Atlantic, averaging 11 rebounds a game, and Rust at 9 average. Atlantic breaks the press nicely, and a foul called on Sonneman. So Atlantic will have the ball out of bounds near sideline. 3:34 to go in this quick first quarter. Atlantic up 4-2. Cyclones have yet to score a field goal. Schrader in for Pellet. Schrader will throw it in for Atlantic, about the top of the circle extended on the near sideline. Bounce pass into Kirchhoff, top of the circle. Langle left on the dribble. Harder sets up at the high post. Kirchhoff for three, well short. And goes out of bounds. Air ball, and it'll be Harlan's ball. And the Harlan student section is alive.
You're not going to get a break there.
You got to love those student sections, though, man. They're here and enthusiastic. Cyclones in the front. Give it to go to Sonoman inside. She'll turn, shoot, miss. Rust rebound, put back is good. We're tied at 4-4. And Erica Rust has the 4 points for Harlan Community. Atlantic in the backcourt. Kirchhoff ahead to Schrader. Schrader back to Kirchhoff, an overshot, another turnover. Atlantic, their second here in the first quarter. Harlan has the ball.
Yeah, Harlan just putting quite a bit of pressure on Atlantic here, and Atlantic just needs to play the pace that they were at the beginning of the game.
Tied at 4 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Cyclones with it. Schwiezel top of the circle. Right side to Sonoman. Inside to Monson, and whistle foul called on Atlantic. And so it'll be the Cyclones' ball. I don't believe it's going to be a shooting foul. Schwiezel will trigger the ball from left side of the basket for Harlan Community. And Lila Wiederstein will come in and Williams out. Coach has a nice rotation with Williams and Wiederstein. The inbounds pass to Russ. Stolen away by Richter. Knocks out of bounds on the baseline. Trojans kind of go with an 8-girl rotation. Wiederstein off the bench. Richter off the bench. Here's a throw-in baseline to Monson. Monson on the drive down low. Schwiezel layup. It's good. And Harlan takes the lead. A 6-0 run by the Cyclones. Schwiezel, who had 32 against Atlantic the first time out with her first bucket. Atlantic goes low to Wiederstein, and the shot up no good, and she draws the foul. So you talk about breaking the pressure, Cody.
That was a great job there by Harder, too, with that pass to Wiederstein. Saw that she was open for that and drew the foul.
So Lila Wiederstein will be at the free throw line to shoot a pair. 5'6" sophomore. Free throws on the way and no good. Score remains Harlan 6, Atlantic 4. Cyclones on a 6-0 run. Atlantic started off on a 4-0 run. Wiederstein's second free throw is no good off the heel. A rebound comes off to Swenson for the Cyclones. Here comes Harlan. Schwiezel, Monson, Rust, short J inside, no good. The rebound snagged by Wiederstein. Kick out to Kirchhoff. 2:25 to go in the first quarter. On up 6-4 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Richter down the lane, bounce pass to Wiederstein, layup good. Great look by Richter. Wiederstein with a pair. We're tied at 6-6 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Cyclones in the front, down low to Russ, layup no good. Rebound Harder again. With 2 minutes left, Atlantic has the ball in their possession, front court. Game tied at 6-6, and Coach Vargason wants a quick timeout, and we'll take it with them. Back at 30.
Have you ever heard the saying, people spend their life building?
Rolling Hills Bank and Trust.
Here at Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're dedicated to agriculture. That's why we offer various services that fit your growing ag needs. All our decisions are made locally by experienced lenders that truly understand the unique challenges of your operation. We're large enough to handle all your lending needs, yet small enough not to lose that personal touch. Our dedicated loan officers want to work with you to help your operation grow and thrive. Feel free to stop in and talk about how we can help your business succeed. Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Basics.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan Sports on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Cody Weaver, Tom Robinson, Atlantic and Harlan not at 6 apiece in this first quarter. Under 2 to go. Timeout called by Coach Vargason of Atlantic. Trojans had the ball. Kirchhoff, right wing. Schrader, Richter, looked at the tray. Recognized by Harlan, gets up to Kirchhoff, baseline. Back out top, Schrader. Well, they've got Harder surrounded. Down low, Wiederstein layup good. Atlantic takes the lead. What a look there.
Yeah, and Wiederstein's been open there twice now and able to draw the foul or get the bucket in.
Atlantic by 2, and Schwiezel launches a 3 for Harlan to put the Cyclones up 9-8. Schwiezel had 32 points the first time out. She had 7 threes. She has 4 in the first quarter here. 9-8 Cyclones. Here Richter for 3. It's no good. Rebound Erica Rust. Sonoman to Schwiezel. 1:11 to go first quarter. Cyclones up 9-8 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. They'll kick it out top to Monson. Schweezo left wing, skip past Sonneman. Sonneman across the paint inside to Swinson. Knocked out by the Cyclones. Atlantic back the other way.
Yeah, just a little bit of rush. You see from both sides some, rough passes from Atlantic and Harlan there.
57 seconds left, first quarter. And the Cyclones by 1, 9-8. Richter will bring it across the timeline to Schrader. Schrader clears the half-court line, pulls up to Wiederstein on the drive, shoots and missed the shot. Rust rebound, kickoff to Ava Monson, top of the circle, down low, Swinson, Sonneman, top to the key to Monson, left side Schweezo. Harlan works the ball right side of Sonneman, inside to Rust, and we got a foul called on Richter with 31 seconds to go in the first quarter. And Harlan leading 9-8 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. They'll inbounds the ball with Schweezo, left side of the basket. They line up in a vertical, or horizontal I should say, across the baseline. DeSonovan wide open. Skip pass, who's traveled with it, moved to Pitterfoot.
That vertical lineup would be tough.
Well, we call that the stack, but Atlantic will get the inbounds. 28 seconds on the clock. Richter over to Schrader, and a steal by Sonneman. Down to Swinson. We've got over and back called. And it's going to be on Harlan Community. So Atlantic will get the ball back after the turnover. Harder back in and Williams out for the Trojans. 22 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Harlan up 9-8 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. They'll pass it inside. Kirchhoff will bring it across methodically. Cyclones in a zone. Kirchhoff looks for Richter and almost throws it away. Harder will back it up and get it for Atlantic down low. On the drive, all the way in. Shot up, and she's blocked by Russ, but a foul called.
Yeah, I think that's 2 on Russ now. I mean, she's done a good job inside the paint there.
So Harder at the free throw line for a pair for Atlantic. With 10 seconds on the clock in the first quarter. Cyclones up 9-8 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Here's Harder's free throw. Good.
You got 3 to go now, Tom.
Harder with 997 points in her career as just a junior. We're tied at 9-9. Second free throw is good. Atlantic takes the lead 10-9. And Harder is just 2 away from 1,000 career points. Atlantic by 1, 10 seconds on the clock of the first quarter. Cyclones with it. Schweezo will pick it up and bring it across the half-court line for the Cyclones. Out top, Swinson for 3, can't get it. Rebound, Richter for Atlantic, tucked out by Sonneman. 2.9 to go.
Yeah, and they're saying that's Harlan's ball there.
Yeah. The Cyclones have some time, just under 3 seconds. Atlantic turns it over, Sonneman to throw it in. Baseline Schweezo back to Sonneman, back out top. Swinson for 3, no good. Atlantic takes a 10-9 lead. After 1 quarter of play, we'll take a 1-minute timeout, and we're back right after these.
This segment of Did You Know by Amy Jo is about hydraulic hoses. Well, guess what? They break. And at the worst times possible, too. Atlantic Egg and Auto can build you a new hydraulic hose most of the time faster than it takes you to even get to town. Now, don't begin a ticket racing to town to see me. Since you're here, you might as well get more hydraulic fluid, shop towels, detailing supplies, and fresh cab to keep those rodents out. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest Auto Parts stores.
Outfitters Plus in Atlantic is making it easier for teams, coaches, groups, and you to host your group's orders online with their online store. Custom printed shirts, sweatshirts, all of your team apparel. Outfitters will design the graphics, post them on the web, give you the link to share with your team or group, and they can order themselves, all online. No more order forms to lose, sizes to keep track of, or money to hold on to. Let Outfitters Plus set up an online store for your team or group today. Give them a call at 243-4379.
Welcome back. Atlantic with a 10-9 lead after 1 quarter play on the Seed Pro scoreboard. And the ball belongs to the Cyclones to start the second quarter. Aubrey Schweezo with 5 points in the first quarter to lead the Cyclones. Here comes Harlan, down by 1, opening the second quarter. Schweezo gives it off to Swinson. Swinson back out top to Sonneman. Inside pass is over the head of Kinsley Brook, the 6'2 freshman. Cyclones turn it over. Lenny gets the ball back.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty off passes or, heat on the pass and not able to get that stopped in bounds there.
Kirchhoff to McKenna Schrader. Schrader pulls up left wing. Back out top to Kirchhoff. Guarded closely by Schwezo. Richter. High and right. Bounce pass Schrader. Right, left side Kirchhoff. Now right side Richter. She likes that 3. Couple of bounces. We're 12 on the shot clock. Good D by Harlan. Back out top to Claire Pellet. Back to Schrader. Driving Schrader. Dumps it low to Wienerstein. Ball is loose. And picked up by the Cyclones. Pass ahead to Schwezo. She'll drive down low. Layup is good. Schwezo with the bucket for Harlan Community. And the Cyclones take an 11-9 lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 11-10 lead, I should say. Jump ball down low. So Schwezo with 7. And out of the game comes Richter. So you've got Pellet, Wienerstein back in for Atlantic for Richter. Schrader to throw it in for the baseline right side. Looks out top. Pellet, she'll fire a 3, no good. Rebound Aubrey Schwezo for Harlan just underway second quarter. Cyclones up 11-10. Sonneman back out top. Schwezo left side. David Monson. Baseline, Swinson, Monson. They'll dump it low to the freshman, and the ball is loose. Picked up by Swinson. Layup good.
Yeah, that was a great job by Swinson there. Unfortunately, caught that on the bounce and was able to put it right back up and in.
Swinson's first 2, 13-10 Cyclones on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Early second quarter. High and right to Kirchhoff. Baseline Pellet drive. Down low. Harder throws it away. Sonneman steal. Cyclones back to the front with 6:10 to play second quarter. Schwezo bounce past Sonneman. Sonneman back out top to Schwezo. She'll fire a 3. Good. Sonneman with 10. And the Cyclones open up a 16-10 lead over Atlantic on the Seed Pros scoreboard. 5:53 to play first half. Harder in the lane. She'll drive, scoops it up, and the ball knocked out of bounds by the freshman Brook. Coach Clausen bringing that freshman along quite nicely. She's got a lot of potential. She's 6 foot, 2 inches tall.
Yeah, and we saw her quite a bit in the JV game and handles the ball well.
She really does. Kirchhoff will throw it in baseline. Schrader, dribble drive, runner, a high arcer, no good. Rebound Harder. We've got a foul called on the Cyclones. Sonneman, that'll be her second. And that'll put Schrader the free throw line for a pair for Atlantic. Harlan up 16-10 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. A 7-0 run to start the second quarter. And Schrader will shoot for Atlantic. She'll have a pair. Sophomore eyes the rim. Ball in flight, good. Schrader's first points of the game. 16-11. Harlan's lead cut to 5 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Pellet out. Richter comes in for Atlantic. 5:44 to play first half. Schrader will shoot her second of 2. Atlantic is 3 for 3 from the line here in this first half. Harlan 3 for 3 as well. Schrader's free throw good.
Yeah, good job hitting both of those. Harlan playing tight defense here and right in Atlantic space, having a tough time getting an open shot.
16-12, Harlan to Brook. Brook puts it off the glass, no good. Richter with a rebound. Atlantic will get the ball back down by 4. 5.5 to go second quarter. Kirchhoff top of the circle for the Trojans on the bounce. High post to Harder. Harder looks right wing to Richter. Richter down low to Williams and throws it away. Turnover Atlantic, and they've had a number of those here in the first half.
Yeah, they have both teams actually. The throws are either hot or high, one of the two.
Cyclones will bring it. Schwezo with 10 will bring it across the timeline. Schwezo has 10 of the Cyclones 16. Schwezo drives, bounce pass low. Williams with the steal. Turnover Harlan. Richter back out to Kirchhoff. She'll bring it across the timeline for Atlantic. 5 minutes left first half. 16-12 Cyclones. Baseline Richter. She'll fire the 3. No good. Schwezo rebound and Harlan runs. Schwezo across the half-court line on the bounce. Pulls up right baseline. Out top Sonneman. She'll fire a 3. Good. Sonneman with their first points of the game. That's a big 3. Harlan up 19-12, their largest advantage on the Seed Pros scoreboard. And we got a timeout, Coach Vargas, and he's going to take a full timeout. We'll take it with him. Back in a minute.
The Cass Health Farm.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health. Neighbors caring.
Olson's BP in Atlantic is the keep you going store, and they'll keep you going all day long with breakfast selections like breakfast burritos, breakfast sandwiches, and breakfast staples like biscuits and gravy. For lunch, what better place to stop than Olson's BP? With burgers, Champ's chicken sandwiches, and Godfather's personal pizzas, you're sure to be refueled for that afternoon grind. And after a long day of work, let Olson's BP do the cooking for you. Hot and fresh Champ's chicken with all the sides and every kind of pizza topping you can think of on your Godfather's pizza. It's Olson's BP on 2nd Street in Atlanta.
Tom Robbins alongside Cody Weaver. 19-12 Cyclones on the Seed Pro scoreboard with 4:38 left to go here in this first half. And McKenna Schrader will throw it in for Atlantic. Out top the pellet. Back to Schrader left wing. High post Harder. Harder right wing to Richter. She'll launch the three. No. Oh, got it. She got off the board. 19-15. Richter with the three-point shot for Atlantic. Big three for the Trojans. Harlan to the front. Right side of Soderman. Inside of Russ. Backdoor Bruck layup good. That's a great high-low. And Bruck, the tall freshman, gets the bucket. Saw Russ with the assist for Harlan Community. Ball in the front court, Atlantic. Score 21-15 Cyclones. They'll go low to Williams, and Soderman takes it away for Harlan. They'll kick it out top. Sweezo inside to Erica Rush. She'll go to work. Right side Soderman. Skip past Sweezo left wing. Head fake dribble drive in the block. Right side Soderman. Sweezo now from the top. She'll fire a three. It is no good. Bruck got a hand on it. Richter runs it down for Atlantic. Trojans possession. 3.5 to go, first half.
Yeah, good hustle there by Richter going after that ball.
Baseline Williams, skip pass to Richter, top of the circle. Harlan up, 21-15 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Baseline Harder. Right side, Schrader for three, no good. Schrader gets her own board, lose the handle, ball loose. And we've got a whistle and a jump ball. And Harlan has the arrow. The Cyclones have it, and coming in for Atlantic will be Wiederstein and Zoe Kirchhoff. And Pellet and Williams will come out for Atlantic. 3:12 on the clock here in this first half. 21-15 Harlan, the Seed Pro scoreboard. As Sweezel will walk it across the timeline for Harlan. Atlantic in the 1-2-2 zone. Sweezel right side to Sonderman. Sonderman skip pass to Monson left wing. Monson baseline, Sweezel. They look for Russ, covered by Harder. High post Bruck. They're going with two talls in there now. Bruck inside, turns, hook shot, good. Boy, Bruck just towers over everybody. And Harlan up 23-15, their largest advantage. Atlantic possession, front court. Schrader left wing, 2:40 to play in the half. Harder, high post. Back out top, Richter, a deep three coming up, good!
Yeah, that was a nice wide open shot there. Had her feet set, confidence, and shot, and it went right through.
Richter with 2 threes. That's her shot. 2:20 left first half. Harlan leading 23-18. Sonderman skip past baseline. Sweezo out top to Monson. To Sonderman. Ball loose. Sonderman able to control it. Dribbles down the paint, and a foul called on Lila Wiederstein with 2:07 to play here in this first half. So Harlan inbounds to the baseline left side of the basket. Took a long time to get that offense going in this game. Atlantic took a 4-0 lead, then Harlan on a 6-0 run. Trojans steal.
Yeah, nice job there picking that off.
23-18 the count. Harlan up. Atlantic with the ball with 1:58 to play first half. Baseline. Lila Wiederstein. Looks back out top, Schrader. Schrader on the bounce into Harder, and they're trying to force it in to Peyton Harder. And I mean, she's got somebody in her hip pocket and somebody in her
got
face.
2 talls on her.
That's right.
And they got long legs in that situation there. She just kind of kicked the ball and stopped that pass.
Good move by Coach Clausen, Cody. He's got a 6'2" and a 5'10" on her. Schrader baseline jumper, no good. Wiederstein rebound. Her putback is no good. And Rust battles the rebound for Harlan. Rust gets it out to Sonoman and back to Schweizle, top of the circle. Harlan leading 23-18. Into Rust, low block, cross to Brook. Layup is good. Boy, they got
she was wide open there. They were focused on her, and she passed it basically to Brook there, and easy layup for her.
Kinsley Brook was 6 off the bench, Cody, here second quarter. The 6'2" freshman. They're going with the 2 talls inside. Atlantic with the ball in the front court. 25-18 in favor of the Cyclones. And the Trojans can't get a shot to go. Schweizle rebounds, and the ball stolen by Kirchhoff for Atlantic, and Schrader will bring it back out top. Under a minute to go. Schrader traveled. She wanted to go right side. You can see.
Yeah, she had the right idea. Just
she saw a pink jersey there and said, "Uh-oh," and had to pull it back. So Peyton McLaren, the freshman, comes in for Atlantic. Schrader goes out. 25-18, Cyclones by 7, the Save Pros scoreboard. Front court, Schweizle, left side, Ava Monson. Atlantic at the 2-3 zone. Backdoor to Rust, and Harder with some nice defense for the Trojans. Tips out of bounds along the baseline.
Yeah, that was a great job getting her finger up there and avoiding that connection.
Schweizle to throw it in, baseline right side of the basket. Finds a cutter, Sonoman. Back to Schweizle, low block, out top. Monson for 3, no good off the heel. Rebound in the hands of Harder.
And those 2 talls there just basically knocked it kind of back to Harder there and helped with that rebound.
30 seconds to go here in this first half of play. Kirchhoff right side of Peyton McLaren. Baseline, Kirchhoff. Down low to Harder, layup up. God! Harder! 1,000 points in her career.
Yeah, that's talked about that a little bit. Pre-game, 1,000 points for her, and as a junior, and as far as Coach Vargas can remember, that's the first one.
Yes. Cyclones in the front, Schweizle for 3, can't get it to go. Rebound Harder. We're down, there was no time left, and Atlantic with a great finish here in this first half. Harlan 25, Atlantic 20 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. We're at the half, a much different game when these two teams met the first time, Cody.
Yeah, very competitive on both sides. You know, some quick breaks. Harlan really in Atlantic's face defensively, not a lot of open shots, but Richter was able to capitalize a little bit there. And then Wiederstein opened down there in the paint, you know, was able to get a couple of those easy layups on the left side of the net there. And Harlan, not a lot of success on their deep shots that they've taken. So it's so far an even game. Both teams have had some issues passing the ball, either cross court or too hot. But
we'll take a timeout. Our halftime is brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel, your home for the great Godfather's Pizza. We're back right after this.
Love is in the air.
After years of wondering why I see more runners than other athletes, I figured it out. Well, a sophomore hurdler explained it to me. This is Dr. Fritz Beyer of Body Basics Chiropractic, and he told me since my hip started acting up, I lost 1 second from my time. 1 second in a 55-second race is less than 2%, but he knew it instantly because the stopwatch told him. In other sports, there's not a stopwatch to tell you when the nagging injury takes 2% from you. To make sure you're giving your 100%, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Gas prices got you down?
Not Cody Weaver. That's called the duck throw. Is that what it is? And
I don't know. It looks like a mess to me.
Anyway, they're trying to hit the target.
Somebody got pretty close there.
Yeah, they've got a couple in middle. Well, anyway, let's take a look at this scoring and also the game recap. Atlantic jumped out to a 4-0 lead. Then Harlan went on a 6-0 run. They led 6-4. Atlantic tied at 6-6. Trojans took the lead 8-6 in that first quarter play. Then Harlan, 9-8, they was tied again at 9-9. Atlantic got it back at 10-9 after one quarter play with the lead in kind of a back-and-forth first quarter that took a while to get going.
Yeah, and they got a couple three-point shots there in that second quarter, Harlan did, and, you know, was able to stretch it out, but Atlantic kind of got their way, clawed back into it, and got some shots to tighten it up a little bit.
The second quarter, Cyclones jumped out on a run. Atlantic leading 10-9, but Harlan then able to jump out to a 19-12 advantage. They led 16-10. They came out on a 7-0 run, 16-10. Opened that up to 19-12, and Atlantic just battled back. They were down 23-15. That was the largest deficit, 8 points. But Maddie Richter hit a big three to put Atlantic within 5 here, 25-20 here at the halftime break. We'll take a look at the scoring in this first half, but first we'll take this 2-minute timeout. A 95.7 FM, a live video streamed on WesternIowaToday.com, powered by NishNet.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Get to the Super Bowl for Globe Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights. Perfect for birthdays, reunions, family and friend get-togethers, and date nights. They even have bumpers and ramps for the little ones. Globe Bowling, all the glow-in-the-dark fun you love. Plus, the friendly competition of bowling makes for a great night. Call Dan to schedule your next party at 243-4656. Globe Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights at the Super Bowl, Highway 71 in Atlantic.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
The perfect companion is waiting for you at the Fish Store Pet Center in Atlantic.
Cody Weaver at halftime, and the Cyclones leading Atlantic 25-20. Let's take a look at the scoring here. First of all, and Aubrey Schwiezo, who really had a night against Atlantic the last time out with 32. Schwiezo has 10 points. Hannah Soderman with 3. Erica Russ with 4. Molly Swenson with 2. And Kinsley Brook, the freshman, with 6 points here in the ball game. So let's take a look at, okay, thank you, Coach. Let's take a look at Atlantic. And for the Trojans, it was McKenna Schrader with 2 free throws. Claire Pallett, 2. Maddie Richter with 6 points. Lila Winterstein with 4. And Peyton Harder got her 6 in the first half. Cody Weaver in that makes 1,000 point. She had 4 in the first quarter and 2 in the second. So Richter's been keeping them in there with those 3 balls, huh?
Yeah, it's nice to see her hitting those and with confidence. I think Kirchhoff took a shot early, but not a lot of outside shooting. It's mostly been inside the paint.
So again, Atlantic ends up with that 3-point basket by Kirchhoff. And they were at halftime. The Cyclones leading 25-20 over the Atlantic Trojans. We're back in 2 minutes with more.
After years of wondering why I see more runners than other athletes, I figured it out. Well, a sophomore hurdler explained it to me. This is Dr. Fritz Beyer of Body Basics Chiropractic, and he told me since my hip started acting up, I lost 1 second from my time. 1 second in a 55-second race is less than 2%, but he knew it instantly because the stopwatch told him. In other sports, there's not a stopwatch to tell you when the nagging injury takes 2% from you. To make sure you're giving your 100%, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
Back to Atlantic Trojan Sports on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Harlan. Tom Robinson alongside Cody Weaver. And we're getting set for second half of play. Again, Harlan leading 25-20. It's a 25-18 ball game. Richter was a couple of threes that made a huge difference in that second quarter to kind of help spark Atlantic's offense and keep them within close distance of Harlan. The Cyclones jumped out to an 8-point lead in that second quarter, 23-15. But then Atlantic with Harder getting that three-point shot, another two inside. And we're got a ball game here in this first half. When you look back, the game number one, Harlan won that one big over the Trojans, 69-37. Boy, you got to love the way Atlantic's battling here tonight.
Yeah, they really come to play tonight. And they're playing together really well as a team. Passing the ball around and passing the points around. And defensively, I think they've done a good job. Harlan's really good about getting the ball passed cleanly to their teammates, and Atlantic defensively has done well as well.
Well, the Trojans 5-5 in conference play. Harlan 7-2, and really respectable record for Atlantic. And they play a tough non-conference schedule as well. And Harder with 1,000 points now in her career. As Cody mentioned earlier, she's the only junior that has ever reached that milestone. She's still got a whole season to go yet, so we're glad for that, that's for sure. Well, we're getting set for the second half. Our halftime brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel, and we're back right after this.
Hi everyone, it's Caitlin with your Atlantic Hy-Vee. Have you signed up or upgraded to our Perks program yet? It is free to you and gives you instant savings. If you're not signed up, no worries. We can, in-store, while you're shopping, or at the checkout, sign you up. Super quick, super easy for the instant savings. No need to wait. Scan the card, you got the deals. Deals so good you won't find them anywhere else. Have you signed up or upgraded to our Perks program yet? It is free to you and gives you instant savings. We can, in-store, while you're shopping, or at the checkout, sign you up. As always, thank you for shopping.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan Sports on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
And welcome back to Harlan. Tom Robinson alongside Cody Weaver as the Trojans and the Cyclones are getting set for the final two quarters of play here. We'll have the boys game coming up as well. Cyclones come out with their starters: Erica Rust, Ava Monson, Aubrey Suizo, Hannah Sonoman, and Molly Swinson. Atlantic with McKenna Schrader, Zoe Kirchhoff, Tiffany Katrina Williams, excuse me, and Peyton Harder and Claire Pellet. Tiffany was a great player for Atlantic years ago. Here's the Trojans front court, giving it go to Harder inside, lose the handle. Ball loose, scramble for it right out of the gate here in the second half. And we've got a jump ball. And the arrow favors Harlan. The pink out night tonight. Cancer awareness game for the Cyclones. Each Hawkeye 10 Conference School that takes turns with the awareness night. Baseline Sonoman inside. Russ back out top. Monson on the drive. Layup no good. Rebound Harder for Atlantic. Harder averaging 11 rebounds and almost 17 points a game. Just 6 points in this contest. Kirchhoff across the timeline for Atlantic. Works the ball high and right to Schrader. Just underway third quarter. Over to Pellet left baseline. Give and go to Harder and a steal. Russ poked it out of Harder's hand. Picked up by Aubrey Suizo. Here come the Cyclones in the front. Into Rust against Harder. Goes baseline. Swinson. Rust down low. Nice move inside. Fall away Jay from 3 foot in front and got it.
Yeah, turnaround shot right there by Rust.
And 6 points for Erica Rust in the ball game. Harlan up 27-20 in the Seed Pro scoreboard. Third quarter score. Atlantic in the front court. Trojans possession. Out top, Schrader on the bounce. Ducks under. Lays it off the glass. No good. Rebound comes off to Monson. Good look by...
That was a great job by Schrader. There actually, 3 defenders kind of on her, put it up, and just didn't quite go in.
Atlantic on the defense now. On the front court with Swinson down into Rust. Russ turns around, faces. Give it a go to Schweisel. Breaking for the basket. Layup no good. Harder rebound for the Trojans. A good look for Harlan. Schweisel couldn't put it in, and Harder with another rebound. She's got to be getting close to double-digit rebounds here in this game. Schrader high and right for Atlantic. Bounce pass. Kirchhoff right baseline. Kirchhoff back out top. Schrader fires the three. God!
Great shot there. Wide open shot, and that's what they're going to need to keep doing. Harlan playing up tight there defensively on us.
4-point lead for Harlan. Russ with the ball down low, driving on Harder. Wraparound layup, good. Russ with a wraparound. And it's 29-23. Cyclones by 6 of the Seed Pros scoreboard. Atlantic in the front. Claire Pellet, baseline to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff cut off, kick to Williams, high post jumper, no good. Rebound Pellet, back out top to Schrader. She'll launch a rainbow for 3, no good. Schweisel rebounds for Harlan. Cyclones to the front. 5.5 to go, third quarter. Sonneman, left baseline, back out top to Schweisel. Skip pass low, wide open. Swenson, layup missed. And Williams with the rebound for Atlantic. 5:19 to go, third quarter. Cyclones up 29-23 on the Save Pro scoreboard. Pass right side to Schrader. Schrader looks high post to Pellet, and we've got a whistle, jump ball. Atlantic will have the arrow. Kirchhoff will throw it in for the Trojans. 5:08 to go, third quarter. Harlan up by 6, 29-23. Ball kicked out to Peyton Harder, knocked out of bounds by Aubrey Schweisel.
Yeah, Schweisel and Harlan doing a great job on those passes, just stepping in between them, a few times using their feet and getting the game stopped, but Atlantic having to pass kind of clear across court a lot.
Schrader with it high and right, baseline Pellet back to Schrader. Under 5 to go, third quarter. Pellet again. High post Harder, out to Schrader. She'll fire a 3. God! Schrader, when you get hot, when she gets hot, look out, and now Atlantic on a 6-0 run, down by 3. Cyclones with the ball. Swenson for 3. Got it. Tell you what, that's a sign of a really good team when you can answer like that. 32-26, Cyclones back up by a half a dozen of the Seed Pro scoreboard. 4:30 to play, third quarter. Trojans hanging in there, right side of Schrader, inside Williams, and a whistle, and we got a foul called.
It looked like she was over the top of her back the first time. So
we got her on Monson. Atlantic will have the ball, out of bounds, left side of the basket. It'll be Kirchhoff to throw it in. Looks out top, and it gets it into Williams. High and right, Schrader on the bounce, down Harder. She'll set up a 3, no good. Rebound comes off the Monson for the Cyclones. Harlan moves to the front court. Harlan with the lead, Atlantic hanging in there, driving. Monson, high post, Rust back in a high-low, and the Cyclones turn it over. Good job of the Trojans, under 4 to play, third quarter. On up 32-26 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Pass high and right to Schrader. Baseline Williams. Skip pass to Kirchhoff. Left side. Kirchhoff goes baseline. Cut off inside. Pellet layup is good.
Yeah, and that was, quick response there by Kirchhoff to see Pellet was open. She was almost headed out of bounds.
32-28. Harlan's lead cut to 4 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. 3:28 to play, third quarter. Cyclones have it top of the circle with Ava Monson. High post Russ, give it a go Monson. Right baseline Swenson. She'll launch a 3, no good. Williams with a great block out for Atlantic. Able to snag the rebound. Kick off to Pellet. Near side of Kirchhoff. 3:10 left. Third quarter, Atlantic in this one. Down 32-28. Pass into Harder, spinning, lays it up, no good. A foul called on Harlan. Harder going to work inside.
Yeah, and I think that's 2 or 3 on Sunderman, it looks like. That's going to be her third.
3:05 left, and Peyton Harder would shoot a pair. First free throw was off the back iron, no good. Harder's been held down in the ball game. She has 6 points. And her second free throw coming up. And that one's missed. Rebound, Atlantic. Boy, Wiederstein in there scrabbling for it. She got it,
yeah,
and then she got fouled.
A good job just Good job by Wiederstein fighting for that. You know, tough girl, not afraid to get in defensively against anybody.
She's fun to watch, isn't she? Atlantic with the ball in the front court. Kirchhoff with it in the right wing. And skip pass over to Wiederstein, or Schrader. Schrader on the dribble and loses the handle, double dribble. Harlan's ball back the other way. 2:50 left, third quarter. Timeout called by Coach Clausen, his first timeout of the contest. Harlan up 32-20 in the Seed Pro scoreboard. 2:50 left. We're back right after this.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan Sports on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Harlan with the basketball after the timeout by Coach Clausen. 2:46 to go, third quarter. 32-20, Harlan by 4 in the Seed Pro scoreboard. They'll go inside to Russ, double team, whistle, and a jump ball. Lila Wiederstein and Peyton Harder had Russ sandwiched in there, and Wiederstein forced the jump, and Schweitzer will throw it in right baseline. 2:37 to play. Third quarter, Harlan by 4. Pass to Russ, so down low, layup good, wide open.
Wide open there.
Good look by Schweitzer, 34-28. Cyclones with the 6-point lead on the Seed Pro scoreboard. 2:25 to play, third quarter. Pass left baseline to Wiederstein, and she threw it away. Schweitzer with the steal. She's outnumbered, but she can take it to the rim anyway, and Richter fouls her. And they're going to shoot two with Schweitzer at the free throw line. Harlan up 34-28, the Seed Pro scoreboard. They led 25-20 at the first half. Atlantic led 10-9 after 1. Here's a free throw by Schweitzer, good. Her first points here in the second half. She had 10 in the first half, 11 now. On to go with that double post with Brooke, the freshman, and Rust. Second free throw is no good. Rebound Harder for Atlantic. 35-28, Cyclones with the lead. Trojans have the basketball, top of the circle, Richter. Right side, the freshman McLaren, back to Richter at the top. 2 minutes left, third quarter. Schrader, baseline Harder. Harder looks inside of Wiederstein, and she's guarded by a 6'2 player. And Harder tried to go into Wiederstein. She got in there, and Wiederstein shot no good. Rebound comes off to Monson. Wiederstein with a steal. Now the ball is loose. Schrader scoops it up. Schrader pulls front court for Atlantic. Trojans possession. Schrader's in trouble. And a steal by Harlan. Swinson got it back. Cyclones with the ball with 1:30 left, third quarter. Near the front court, Schweitzer. Right side, Swinson down low. Brooke across the paint to Rust. Can't get the shot. Wiederstein scoops it up. Atlantic to the front. Schrader down the left side. Layup blocked by Schweitzer. Run down by Wiederstein. Out top to McLaren. Trojans keep possession. Schrader left baseline. 1:08 to go, third quarter. Schrader on the bounce. Left side, Peyton McLaren. Back out top to Schrader. He'll swing it right to Richter. Richter right baseline to Wiederstein. Wiederstein holds the ball overhead and throws it away. Steal by Rust. Schweitzer down the right block. Lays off the glass. No good. A foul called on Richter. 51 seconds in the third quarter. 35-28. Cyclones with a 7-point advantage. Their largest lead in the game was 8. In that first half, 23-15. Otherwise, it's been close throughout. Schweitzel's free throw good. Aubrey Schweitzel with 12. And she is 3 for 4 shooting free throws. Wiederstein comes out for Atlantic. Williams in with Harder, Schrader, Richter, and McLaren. Second free throw by Aubrey Schweitzel is good. And Schweitzel getting her points, 13 for Schweitzel so far in the ball game, and she's averaging 14.5. Atlantic in the front, bounce pass, Schrader left baseline. Cyclones up 37-28. McClure from the free throw line can't get the shot. Rust with the board for Harlan. Cyclones to the front with Schwezo, top of the circle. Behind the back dribble, 27 seconds to go, third quarter. Harlan will milk the clock. Game clock at 22, shot clock same. And Schwezo stands way out of the half-court line, and she'll run the clock down. Cyclones up 37-28. 9-point advantage, her largest lead here in the game. 7 seconds on the clock. Down inside to Brooke. Brooke puts a short-range shot up at 3. Got it to go. Brooke with 8 points. The freshman off the bench. And she gives Harlan a double-digit lead here after 3 quarters of play, 39-28. We'll take a 1-minute timeout, then we're back right after these.
Elkhart Plastics.
This segment of Did You Know by Amy Jo is about hydraulic hoses. Well, guess what? They break. And at the worst times possible, too. Atlantic Egg and Auto can build you a new hydraulic hose most of the time faster than it takes you to even get to town. Now, don't be getting a ticket racing to town to see me. Since you're here, you might as well get more hydraulic fluid, shop towels, detailing supplies, and fresh cab to keep those rodents out. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest Auto Parts stores.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a
Trojan Sports on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back, fourth quarter. Atlantic trailing now 39-20. The Seed Pros scoreboard. Trojans have the front. Richter, left wing, and throws it away. Steal by Monson, coast to coast layup. Good. Monson with the 2. Her first bucket of the game. Harlan opens up a 41-28 advantage over Atlantic on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Trojans possession of the front court. Kirchhoff left baseline. Back out top to McLaren. McLaren will swing it left. Kirchhoff on the bounce around Rust. Scoop shot blocked by Rust out of bounds. Let's see what I like that. Harlan, and they're going with the 2 talls in there, Cody.
Yeah, and it's tough inside. You're getting some open shots there by Kirchhoff and some of the other girls on the outside. You might as well take those shots.
You've got Brooke at 6'2", Rust. Atlantic, let me see this tip. Atlantic with the ball in the front court. Here we go. Pass right side of McLaren. High post Harder. Backdoor Williams in the trees, and it picked up by Rust. Sonoman kick out Schwezel right side. She'll bring it across. Early fourth. Schwezel. Sonoman right wing. Down low to Bruck. Bruck the freshman off the glass. No good. Rebound. Rust put back is in. Boy, that is a nice combo inside.
Yeah, and you have both sides of the net covered there.
43-28, and Coach Vargason wants a timeout. We're back in a minute on 95.7 FM, our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
Hi everyone, it's Caitlin with your Atlantic IV. Have you signed up or upgraded to our Perks program yet? It is free to you and gives you instant savings. If you're not signed up, no worries. We can, in-store, while you're shopping, or at the checkout, sign you up. Super quick, super easy for the instant savings. No need to wait. Scan the card, you got the deals. Deals so good you won't find them anywhere else. Have you signed up or upgraded to our Perks program yet? It is free to you and gives you instant savings. We can, in-store, while you're shopping, or at the checkout, sign you up.
KS 95.7 is KSWI Atlantic, a proud part of Meredith Communications. KS 95.7.
Atlantic with the basketball after the timeout. Kirchhoff left side of Richter. Harlan up double digits now. Peyton Harder left baseline. Kirchhoff, she'll drive inside. The ball poked out by Monson. With 6:39 to go in the game, Harlan is now leading 43-28. Boy, Atlantic kept it close early, and I think the difference was that double post for Harlan. It's just hard to get that ball in. Side, you've got 6'2", and then you've got Russ at 6 foot.
Yeah, they're both tall, and like I said, they bring girls off the bench that have good height.
Atlantic with the ball out top. 6.5 to go in the game. Harlan up 43-28 in the Seed Pro scoreboard. It was close early, and Harlan kind of broke it open in the third quarter. Atlantic turned it over. They tried to go high-low. Williams to Harder. Steal by Bruck. Back out top, Suizo. High and right, Monson. Monson on the drive, scoops it off to Russ. Back out top, Suizo. Right side of Monson. They'll go inside to Russ. Russ against Harder. Turns, shoots, and scores. Russ having a night. And Harlan up 45-28 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Erica Rust with 14. Her average on the season. Atlantic's possession, front court. Harder, high post. Back out top to Richter. She'll fire a deep three, and it is no good. Rebound, Sonoman for Harlan. Here come the Cyclones, under 6 to play. Pass down low. Russ goes to work. Nice crossover. Layup, no good. Harder with the rebound. Foul called on Brooke.
And that was a great job by Harder. Just hold their ground right there, making her work for that. No success then, and drawing that foul.
Well, what a job she's done on the boards here in this ball game. She's been held out in scoring, however. She did get her 1,000th point. She has 6 points all in the first half. Nothing second half so far. Harlan's done a great job on her defensively. Atlantic in the front court. Down 45-28 the Seed Pros scoreboard. Schrader left wing. Back out to Richter. She'll swing it to right side to Kirchhoff. Kirchhoff on the bounce. Schrader. Harlan's been in that zone defense the entire night. Richter, top of the circle. Shot clock gets down to 10. Atlantic's got to take a look at the rim here with 8 on the shot clock. Richter with the ball top of the circle to Schrader for the shot clock. Schrader fires a three well short. And Wiederstein with the rebound, but the shot clock violation. And Harlan gets the ball back with 5:02 to play.
Yeah, that's just tough. I mean, Harlan's right in our face. If we do have an open, seems like we want to drive in a little bit, and we need to just stay out and take some outside shots.
Cyclones in the front court. Suizo high and left for Harlan Community has 13. Back out top. Suizo, she'll fire a three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Kirchhoff for Atlantic. 4:40 to play. Cyclones up 45-28. Score brought to the Seed Pros. Atlantic first quarter lead 10-9, and they hung with the Cyclones for 3 quarters of play. The third quarter was the difference. Schrader for three. Good.
You might as well take those, Tom. You got nothing to lose.
Schrader has 3 threes, 45-31 Harlan. 4:18 to go. Final regular season game for both these squads. Harlan 7-2 in the conference. Atlantic 5-5. Suizo fires left side to Monson. Monson, baseline Suizo. Back to Monson at the top of the circle. 4 minutes left. High-low pass, Russ, good. That was Bruck to Russ. And a high-low, and Russ gets the bucket.
And that height just really is too much right now.
47-31. They run that high-low to perfection with Bruck at the high post and finds her 6-foot teammate down below, and Harlan gets a steal at the other end. Russ with 16 points here in the ball game for Harlan Community, averaging 13-4. Cyclones possession, front court. High post, Rust, down low, layup good. Rust again, 18. Yeah. They go high to Bruck, the 6-foot freshman. She turns and dumps it back door to Rust. And Rust is 18 points a night, and Harlan up 49-31.
Yeah, you tell the frustration in Coach Vargason, but that's the second time they're back-to-back where they've been wide open, and you've got to be in a different spot as a defender to prevent that from happening. I know the height is an advantage, but you need to do everything you can do and eliminate them doing the repeat moves.
Well, if you could somehow jump that passing lane in there. We'll do a quick game recap. Atlantic led 4-0 early, and we had a number of lead exchange that first quarter, but it washed out. Atlantic led 10-9. Halftime, Cyclones 25-20. Maddie Richter had a big three in that second quarter to keep Atlantic within arm's length. And then Harlan opened up an 11-point lead after 39-28, and they've separated themselves now with an 18-point advantage, 49-31 with 3:24 to go. Trojans ball in the front court. Richter, high post, Harder, turns, shoots, misses the shot. Rebound, Winterstein back out to Richter. Richter will kick it back. Looks out top, nothing there. She's got to get rid of it. Now high post to Harder. Harder backdoor to Winterstein and overshot her. Turnover Atlantic. Harlan gets the ball back with 3:06 to go. Harlan 17-2 on the season. They'll take on OABCIG on Saturday night in the first round of the regional tournaments. Atlantic at Gowrie playing Southeast Valley. Cyclones possession front court. Top of the circle. Soderman. High post to Rust. Left side Soderman baseline. Munson, she'll fire a triple. No. And the rebound comes off to Schweisel for Harlan Community. Out top to Soderman. High post Brook. And a high-low again to Rust down low. Turn, shoot, scores. 20 for Rust. And it's 51-31. Cyclones by 20 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. That's been the key in the fourth quarter. The high-low play. Here's Harder inside. Dribbles in. Layup is no good. But Harder draws the foul. Peyton Harder with 6 points tonight. That's all she needed for the 1,000-point milestone.
Yeah, I think that's 4 on Sunderman for Harlan there. 4 fouls.
2:22 left. Harder's free throw good. 7 points for the junior. She is 3 for 5 from the charity stripe here in the game. Makes them both. 8 points for Harder. 51-33 Cyclones. Harlan with the ball possession front court. Rust back out top to Monson. 2:15 to play. Schweisel between the rings. Left side to Soderman. Well, the boys game coming up next. They'll go inside to Rust. Out top Brook. Now out top to Monson. Right baseline Soderman for 3. A nice lift. No good. Rebound Lila Wiederstein for Atlantic as we dip under 2 to play in the game. 51-33 Cyclones. Right side is Schrader on the dribble drive. Runner up, and it is no good. Foul called on Brook, the freshman. 1:48 to go in this pink out night here in Harlan. Shooting will be McKenna Schrader. Schrader had a couple of, in fact, she has 3 threes in the game. For Atlantic, she can get hot. Schrader's free throw is no good, in and out. Schrader with 11 points in the game. She's been scoring more and more for Atlantic. Came in the game averaging just shy of 5 a game, and that average has been creeping up all season. She's been double digits the last couple. That free throw is good. And Schrader with 12. 51-34, Harlan's basketball. Possession, Monson front court. Skip pass Soderman left wing. 1:40 to go in the game. Schweisel, Brook, back to Soderman. Inside Brook, this freshman puts it up and no good. Rebound, Kirchhoff for Atlantic with 1:30 to play here in the ball game. Kirchhoff, left side, Schrader. She'll fire up a 3. No good. Schweisel rebound and Williams got it tangled up. Oh, called on Williams. You gotta love the student section.
I think some of their football players are wanting to come out here and make it even, but that stuff, it happens.
1:20 left. And Coach Clausen goes to his bench. 51-34 Harlan Community. And we'll pick these ladies up as we go here. Kesters is in the game. She'll bring it across the half-court line for Harlan Community. Left baseline. Schmitz works the ball over to Van Bala. Back left side to Kinkel. They try to go inside and Harder with a steal for Atlantic. 60 seconds left to play, and Kirchhoff brings it across the Trojans. 51-34 Harlan Community. Left side is Schrader. She has 4 threes in the game. Skip past Wiederstein, right wing on the drive. Pulls up, shot, no good. And the rebound snagged by the Cyclones. They'll bring it across with Van Bala. Van Bala ahead to Wicks. Wicks fires the baseline, no. Rebound to Katrina Williams, and a timeout, Coach Vargas, and to get his bench players in as well. With 36 seconds left. And a 51-34 Harlan advantage. Cyclones open things up in that third quarter. They led 25-20 at the half. Atlantic led 10-9 after one. Harlan 25-20 at the half. And they open up a double-digit lead there after 3:39:28. Addie Friend with the ball for Atlantic. Skip past to McLaren. They go inside to Harlan. Can't get it to go. Riley Harlan missed it. Rebound Cyclones. They'll bring it to the front court. Wicks with it high and right. High post three. Here it is. Good. Kara Kinkle hit the three for Harlan. 54-34. Driving. Bryn Lamp gets the bucket. 54-36, and that'll be it here in the ball game. Lamp on that baseline drive for the Trojans. Final score, Cyclones 54, Atlantic 36. Cyclones finish off the regular season with a 7-2 conference record. Atlantic 5-6, and they'll head to postseason play. Atlantic will take on Southeast Valley on Saturday night. We'll have a broadcast after our district wrestling coverage. Pre-game just after 6:30. Tip-off at 7 o'clock from Southeast Valley High School as the boys' game is coming up next. We're back with a recap of the girls. Our post-game brought to you by Olson's BP, or Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
With 36 win. Let's take a look at the scoring here, and we'll start off for Atlantic. 12 points for McKenna Schrader to lead the Trojans. 6 points for Maddie Richter. 4 each for Claire Pellet. And Lila Wiederstein had 4. Peyton Harder ended up with 8 points here in the ball game, and she did get that 1,000th point. In fact, 1,002 now for Peyton Harder in her career just as a junior, Cody Weaver. And before we look at the Harlan scoring, Cyclones won it big, 69-37 last time out, but Atlantic played tough the first 2.5 quarters anyway.
Yeah, it was, and they had both those talls in there inside, and if one wasn't open on the right side, they were open on the left side, and they did a good job passing that ball around and freeing up that opposite side.
Well, Erica Rust had 10 points alone in that fourth quarter, strictly because the high-low with the freshman Kinsley Brock, and she ended up with 8 points, but she would line up on that high post and just feed the ball down low to Rust, and Rust had 4, 10, and she had 20 points here in the ball game, well above her average on the season. As we look at Hannah Sonoman with 3 points for the Cyclones. Ava Monson had a pair. Aubrey Suizo had 5 points in the first quarter, 8-10 at the halftime break. She was held to no field goals the second half. She had 13 for the basketball game. Molly Swinson ended up with 5 points for Harlan Community. So that's the scoring for Harlan. 20 points for Erica Rust, 13 for Aubrey Suizo, and 5 points for Molly Swinson. 3 for Hannah Sonoman. Ava Monson with a pair. And Kara Kinkle with 3. She had a 3-point shot. It is a pink out night here in Harlan, Cody. We're having a ceremony right now.
Yeah, introducing some people that are big with the sports boosters, and those people that are in the sports boosters, it's a commitment as a parent or a community member to go there and work and raise money for the athletics or activities in your school.
So we'll have the boys' game coming up in a moment. We'll go back and recap this one. Atlantic led 10-9 after 1 quarter play. And it was the Cyclones took a 11-10 lead. They went off on a nice 7-0 run, and that's kind of got them going offensively. They led as many as 23-15 before Atlantic able to close the gap to 25-20. Part of that was Maddie Richter's 3-point shot. Third quarter, Harlan just started to pull away. They led 39-28 after 3, and then finished off the fourth quarter, winning this one 54-36 over Atlantic. Now we turn our attention to the boys' game, and we're going to take a 1-minute break, and we're back right after this.
Colton, with you more involved with farming, what have you observed?
Farmers don't just work harder, they farm smarter.
We've definitely seen that with the Enlist weed control system.
Oh yeah, application is dictated by the grow stage, not a set date on the calendar, and you can take mix with liberty.
Plus you have a post program that you don't have to worry about drifting into neighboring fields.
Nailed it. To learn more, contact the Seed Pros.
The Seed Pros, with you from the word go.
The Seed Pros, Mark Bantager, Gary Dinklett, Nick Knutson, and John Becker.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
And welcome back to Harlan as we're getting set for the boys' contest here tonight. The Cyclones and the Trojans. When you look at the Hawkeye 10 conference standings, Lewis Central 9-1, Kemper 8-1, Denison Sleswig 7-2, Glenwood 7-3, Harlan 6-3, Preston 4-6, Corinna 3-6, Atlantic 3-6, St. Albert 3-7, Red Oak 2-7, and Shenandoah 0-8 coming in. So this is the first time these two teams have faced off here this season.
Yeah, I think the first meeting actually got canceled, so this will be the first time to see the two match up. And we've got some bigs and talls inside, and I think that they do as well. So it'll be interesting to see how the game goes.
Yeah, Coach Frank will talk about that, Cody, as you're talking about Joseph and Franz Rice, the two post players, and I think you were talking to a couple of the Atlantic bigs here this afternoon, and we'll talk about their comments and what they told you about.
Oh, McLaren, they're up for the challenge, obviously. Yeah. So it'll be just keeping your composure and playing the game.
Harlan 9-7 coming in. Atlantic at 5-13. Both teams out on the floor warming up, and we'll warm it up as well as we're going to head to our coach's show. It's brought to you by McAtee Tire, located at 100 West 2nd Street in Atlantic. They're your automotive repair and Goodyear Tires headquarters, McAtee Tire. We'll hear from Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken right after this.
Good coaches know their players' strengths.
Rolling Hills Bank and Trust.
Here at Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're dedicated to agriculture. That's why we offer various services that fit your growing ag needs. All our decisions are made locally by experienced lenders that truly understand the unique challenges of your operation. We're large enough to handle all your lending needs, yet small enough not to lose that personal touch. Our dedicated loan officers want to work with you to help your operation grow and thrive. Feel free to stop in and talk about how we can help your business succeed. Rolling Hills Bank and Trust.
Welcome back to pregame show brought to you by McAtee Tire. We're joined by Atlantic head coach Dalton Frank and the Trojans and the Cyclones squaring off for the first time this season. Then they'll match up again on Monday night, Coach. We talked about that in the postgame. How you play, 4 games, and 2 of those games were with like opponents with Denison Sleswig twice after Friday night's matchup, and then again the last regular season game of the season. Harlan, same way, earlier postponed and now rescheduled for next Monday, so you're going to be real familiar with this basketball team as well. What can you say about matching up against the Cyclones here tonight?
Yeah, we're winding the season down here, and we're looking forward to the matchup here with Harlan tonight. We got we'll have to battle inside with them. They play. They kind of got a rotation of big guys that do a really good job down low for them. They do a good job sealing, and they're really active on the glass as well. So we're going to have to be ready to battle those guys down low, put some pressure on their guards, make entry passes into the post as hard as we can. And our post defense is going to have to be really, really good. And can't just key on the post guys either, because if you send doubles at them or try to help too much on them, they kick it out and to shooters on the perimeter, and they shoot it at about 40% clip from three-point land as a team. So we're going to have to be really sharp defensively and rebound the ball really well.
Coach, when you look at the Cyclones and some of their scores here, looks like Earl Meyer is one player that has been having some success scoring the basketball with 168 points on the season. Jason Earl Meyer, senior. What can you say about his style?
He's a 3-point threat. He does a great job having his feet set on the perimeter and gets it off in a hurry too. Once he gets the ball, he's shooting at almost 50% clip from 3-point land on the year, which at this point in the season, that's pretty darn impressive. So we're going to have to definitely know where he is at all times and do our best to be there on the catch and discourage any 3-point shots from him. So he's a guy that we definitely have to know where he's at all times when we're on defense. So, and do our best to close out on him and make him put it on the floor. We don't want him shooting set shot threes.
Joseph Rice, also one of the top scorers, and Franz Rice, also a couple of players here to watch as well. What can you say about those two guys?
Yeah, they're those two are a handful down low. They really do a great job of sealing down low. They understand their angles and where the entry points are within their offense. Both of those guys do a great job. They'll run a lot of stuff with those guys setting like horns action up top or setting stagger ball screens up top, and then one of them sprints to the rim to seal. The other one pops up, and they'll look for high-low action, and then they look to dribble drive and kick to their shooters. So they do a really good job. They understand where their angles and entry points are in their offense and how to seal. And both of those guys do a really good job. So we're gonna have to really, really battle those guys down low if we want a chance to win tonight. That'll be a big key for us.
Coach, of course, you can only expect something from Coach Osborne as far as the defense, but you've seen it quite a bit this season against Colton Rasmussen, your leading scorer, in fact, the Class 3A leading scorer. What do you expect to see tonight, and differently maybe than what you've seen all year?
Yeah, we're definitely expecting to see some junk defense from them. And like you said, we've seen that stuff in some games here already this season. But, the biggest thing is we'll, get set up against it, have a couple different set options just to initiate the offensive action. The biggest thing is with, the junk defense stuff is you got to be really patient against it. There's guys we're going to be open when we move the ball. So the biggest thing with us is going to be patience against it. We don't want to launch the first look we get from three or whatever it might be. We want to make them really guard in that. And obviously with that, they're going to be keying on, a key guy on that junk defense, right? So we still want to make sure we're working and trying to get the ball in our scorers' hands. And we'll, but you don't want to force it either, right? So we'll have some action in there to run Colton off the screens and stuff to try to get him looks. And we just need to be really patient against it. And there's going to be opportunities with driving lanes and hopefully some open perimeter shots. And you got to have guys step up in this against the junk defense. But the biggest thing is ball movement, patience, really make them work in that defense and get the best shot you possibly can after we've worked and make that defense shift around a little bit. So we'll be ready to go against it, hopefully.
Nolan Waters has also provided some great support. He had a big night last Friday night against Edison Schleswig, so he's a player that cannot be ignored, and that's going to help a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. Nolan's shooting it really well. I think the biggest thing with Nolan is he's playing with extreme confidence right now, which is fantastic. That's what we need from him, and just need him to keep being aggressive and being the player he's been for us here. Really, after Christmas break, he's been awesome. So just need him to continue to be aggressive, and obviously he can shoot the heck out of it from the perimeter, but he's also really good at getting into driving lanes and making that defense collapse when he drives. And he's really started to knock down his kind of that mid-range floater when he gets into the paint. So we need Nolan to be aggressive, both obviously from three. If he has his feet set and he's got a look he likes, we want him to take it, but also want him to get downhill and put some pressure on the defense by attacking the rim for us.
Well, Coach, in a nutshell, what's it going to take to be successful tonight?
We got to be patient on offense. We do not want to be jacking threes up early in the shot clock. We want to make them guard, and we're really going to have to do our best to make things really tough on their post guys. Don't let them get deep position on us. If they do get a catch, we want them to be outside the paint where they have to take a dribble, 2-3 dribbles to get into, their post moves or whatever. And we're really going to have to rebound the ball well too. So I would say we got to take care of the ball, be patient on offense, and then just battle our butts off down low against their big guys, and that'll give us a chance to win.
Coach, thank you very much. Always appreciate you. Hey, best of luck tonight. We'll talk to you afterwards.
Yep, thanks, Tom.
You bet. Dalton Franken, head coach of the Atlantic Trojans. We're getting close. Our coaches show brought to you by McAtee Tire. More pregame coming up. Stay tuned.
Rolling Hills Bank and Trust.
Here at Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're dedicated to agriculture. That's why we offer various services that fit your growing ag needs. All our decisions are made locally by experienced lenders that truly understand the unique challenges of your operation. We're large enough to handle all your lending needs, yet small enough not to lose that personal touch. Our dedicated loan officers want to work with you to help your operation grow and thrive. Feel free to stop in and talk about how we can help your business succeed. Rolling Hills Bank and Trust.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan Sports on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Harlan. The boys game coming up. Atlantic and the Harlan Community Cyclones. The girls game, Harlan prevails. They go 18-2 on the regular season and 7-2 in the conference. Atlantic 5-6 in conference play. Let's take a look at the Harlan boys first of all, and they're going to be led inside, as you heard from Coach Dalton Franken, with Franz Rice, the senior. He averaging 11.7 points a game. He's a 6'5 senior. And then Joseph Rice, the 6'3 junior inside, averaging just shy of 7. They're going to be a handful inside for the Trojans, but Atlantic has been working on that. We'll see what Gavin McLaren and Brock Henderson can do inside for the Trojans. Jason Erlmeyer, he's averaging 10 points a game. He started all 16 games for Harlan Community. And Braden Eggers scoring 7.6 on average, and Will Arkfield averaging 7 a game. So the Cyclones start to 5'8", 5'10", 6'2", 6'3", and 6'5". That's their lineup for Atlantic. They go 5'10", 5'11", 6'3", 6'2", and 5'10", with Brock Henderson at 6'4". In the Trojan lineup, and we're going to see, I believe we'll see Brock come off the bench here. Tonight, Waters is going to start the ball game here this evening. We've seen him kind of switch back and forth. For Atlantic, they're led in scoring by Colton Rasmussen, averaging just shy of 28 points a game. He is a Class 3A leading scorer with 501 total points this season in 18 games. Gavin McLaren averaging 12.3. And Nolan Waters, who's really been picking up his scoring, has 37 three-point shots through the hoop this season, averaging 9.2. And Brock Henderson, 3.6 a game. Tyrell Williams at 3 points. A contest for Atlantic. Well, we'll see some interesting strategy early on. We might see an interesting defense from Coach Osborne on Colton Rasmussen early, Cody.
Yeah, he's a type of coach that has always impressed me, and I think a lot of his games are won just by his coaching over the years, watching basketball, and he'll make the necessary adjustments he needs to make to do what he wants to do.
Both teams warming up. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. We're back right after these.
The perfect companion is waiting for you at the Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic. Pick out a furry guinea pig, hamster, or mouse. Maybe something feathered. They have an aviary full of birds to choose from. What about something scaly, like a snake, lizard, or hermit crab? And it's in their name. A wide variety of fish are available at the Fish Store and Pet Center. Get all the food and accessories you need to keep that new addition to your family happy and healthy. The Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic, a pet lover's paradise.
Colton, with you more involved with farming, what have you observed?
Farmers don't just work harder, they farm smarter.
We've definitely seen that with the Enlist weed control system.
Oh yeah, application is dictated by the grow stage, not a set date on the calendar, and you can take mix with liberty.
Plus, you have a post program that you don't have to worry about drifting into neighboring fields.
Nailed it. To learn more, contact the Seed Pros.
The Seed Pros, with you from the word go.
The Seed Pros, Mark Bantacker, Gary Dinklett, Nick Knudsen, and John Becker.
Welcome back to Harlan. Tom Robinson with Cody Weaver. Our live video stream powered by Nishnet. And on the radio here at 95.7 FM, Atlantic and Harlan. Believe it or not, late this season facing off for the first time. They'll play tonight, and then they'll play in a makeup game on Monday, February the 12th, back in Atlantic. So we'll take a look at the Trojans lineup, and they're going to go with Hudson McLaren, Tyrell Williams, Gavin McLaren, Colton Rasmussen, and Nolan Waters to start the game. And for Harlan, Ray Nagers, Jason Erlmeyer, Will Arkfeld, Joseph Rice, and Franz Rice will get the start for Harlan Community. Trojans, their black road uniforms, and Harlan in their home white and red trim. Ray Nagers, a 5'8 senior. Jason Erlmeyer, a 5'10 senior. Will Arkfeld, a 6'2 senior. Joseph Rice, a 6'3 junior. And Franz Rice, a 6'5 senior. Take a look at Atlantic's lineup. Nolan Waters, a 5'10 senior. Tyrell Williams, a 5'11 senior. Colton Rasmussen, a 6'3 senior. Gavin McLaren, a 6'2 sophomore. And Hudson McLaren, a 5'10 sophomore for the Trojans.
6'3 senior, number 14, Colton.
There's Rasmussen being introduced, as you can see on our TV, with 6'3" senior. What a year he's had shooting the basketball, Cody.
And he shoots all 4 years. You know, he's been a great player for Atlantic.
Cyclones now being introduced to the audience here tonight, here in Harlan. Pretty nice crowd there for this Tuesday night. Ray Nagers being introduced right now.
Another guard, 5'10", senior, number 15, Jason Erlmeyer.
Jason Erlmeyer coming out. Erlmeyer, a 5'10 senior.
6'2 senior, number 23, Will Arkfeld.
Will Arkfeld being introduced. He's got that outside presence with Eggers and Erlmeyer. Then the guys inside, Joseph Rice, the junior. He's at 6'3" tall. And now there's Franz Rice at 6'5" for the Harlan Community Cyclones. Our tip-off coming up is brought to you by the First Whitney Bank, a local bank, the only bank you'll ever need, First Whitney Bank.
Work seems a lot less like work when you do it with the people you know, family, neighbors, and friends. When you do your banking at First Whitney Bank, it's much the same thing. You're working with the family of your community, your neighbors, and friends, because that's who we are. We share life with you at community celebrations, at school and church activities, and as you allow us to serve you with your banking business. Our commitment to you and our community has been how we've done business for over 5 generations, and that's why we're the only bank you will ever need. First Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
Atlantic and Harlan here at Harlan tonight. Trojans have Harlan, Lennox. Harlan again at Denison a week from tonight. That'll be it for them in the regular season. Rasmussen and Franz Rice will tip it up center circle to start this one tonight. 2nd of 2. Here's the throw-in. The tip by Rasmussen. Atlantic controls the tip. They'll have first possession. Rasmussen across the half-court line. Angles right on the dribble. Looks back out top to McLaren. High post. Right side. Hudson McLaren. Baseline drive back to Gavin. He's wide open. Sets his feet. Fires a 3 and goes. Good shot by Gavin McLaren. He gets it to go. Atlantic opens up a 3-0 lead on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Harlan to the front. Eggers top of the circle. Over to Erlmeyer. He'll go baseline to Joseph Rice. Right side pass goes to Erlmeyer. Back near side Riggers for three, can't get it. Rebound, Joseph Rice put back, no, and a foul called on Hudson McLaren early.
Yeah, that's first pass there down for Harlan, and Hudson getting caught up in that.
So Gab McLaren with the three-point shot. He set his feet, he's wide open, and he made his 20th three-point basket of the season. And the free throw by Joseph Rice airs out.
You know, the nice part is there's a little bit of a giggle from him, like, what was that even himself? So,
second free throw, Rice, and it's short. Rebound, Rasmussen. Atlantic with a 3-0 lead on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Rasmussen across the timeline in methodical fashion. Harlan comes out in looks like a box in one. Gab McLaren top of the circle. He'll take another three-point shot, missed it. Rebound, Joseph Rice. They'll get it out near side. Eggers across the timeline for Harlan Community. 1 minute in, Atlantic up 3-0 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Eggers, high post, Franz Rice. Pivots left side, pass goes to Arkfeld. Down inside, Franz Rice, layup good.
Yeah, he's going to be a handful with body size and the height there.
Good look inside, 3-2 Atlantic lead cut to 1. In front court to Hudson McLaren. He's picked up by Arkfeld in that zone. Nolan Waters. And I'll tell you what, the big chore is Erlmeyer all over Rasmussen in a box in one. Nolan inside Gavin. He'll go to work to the rack. Layup no good. I believe Franz Rice got a hand on it. Rebound Joseph Rice. Kick out to Erlmeyer. He'll bring it across to Eggers. Eggers between the rings. 6:19 to play first quarter. Atlantic up 3-2 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Erlmeyer high post to Franz Rice down low. Arkfeld layup is no good. Rebound Williams for Atlantic. Here come the Trojans. Nolan Waters across the half-court line, top of the circle. Rasmussen trying to get loose. Arkfeld is just all over him in his face. Rasmussen. Harlan in they might be in a diamond in two here. Rasmussen at the top. Drives in. Runner up is short. Rebound Arkfeld for Harlan Cyclones. Possession front court. 5:40 to go first quarter. Atlantic up by 1, 3-2. Eggers, top of the circle. Dumps it low to Franz Rice. He'll go up, muscles up, no good. Foul Rasmussen.
Yeah, that's going to be, again, he's tough inside there.
He's 6'5", Cody, and senior and an outstanding defensive player for Harlan Community. Was injured this past football season. Terrific football player. Free throw is no good off the back iron. Atlantic hangs on a 3-2 lead in the Seed Pro scoreboard. Brock Henderson comes in for Williams. 5.5 to go first quarter now. Franz Rice will shoot the second of two. It's in the air and it is good. Tied at 3. Rice with 3 points. Atlantic front court possession. Rasmussen guarded by Arkfeld, top of the circle. Out to Brock Henderson, high post. Left side Waters. Waters on the drive, pulls up, runner off the glass, no. Rebound tipped high and tipped long, and Waters gets the board for Atlantic and a fresh clock. Waters a deep three, God! Oh man, Waters from downtown. And Atlantic up 6-3 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Cyclones possession under 5 to play first quarter. Eggers top of the circle for the Cyclones. Out top to Joseph Rice, swings it left, Arkfeld. Baseline, Erlmeyer dumps it low, and a foul called on Henderson on Franz Rice. The Cyclones have it underneath. 4:47 to go here in this first quarter, and that is the third team foul on Atlantic here in this first stanza. Inbounds to Joseph Rice out top. Eggers takes it. Dribble drive, left wing. 3-point shot, Erlmeyer got it.
And he barely had his feet set and just direct shot there.
That ties it at 6-6 with Erlmeyer's triple. Atlantic in the front court. 4.5 to go first quarter. Rasmussen left wing to Gavin McLaren. Skip pass to Rasmussen right side. He's double teamed. To Henderson. Gavin wide open. He'll take it inside. Outside Waters. He'll launch the three. No good. And the rebound Rasmussen and off the leg of Erlmeyer.
And that was smart by Rasmussen there.
Boy.
Basically threw the ball back in bounds off the leg of Erlmeyer, back out of bounds.
So Hudson McLaren will inbounds, and Coach Osborne bringing in a couple of subs. Quinn Casters and Ben Linen come in for Harlan. And Rice Joseph Rice gets a break. And out of the ball game as well comes Arkfeld. So Kesters and lining in for Harlan. Inbounds Hudson McLaren way out top to Gavin McLaren, left side of Waters. Lennox possession. High post Gavin McLaren. Give it a go to Brock Henderson in off the toe of Leinen. Leinen keeps possession. With 4:07 to play first quarter, we're tied at 6-6. So Hudson McLaren will fire it in left side of the basket for Atlantic. Rasmussen breaks baseline. Hudson's got to get rid of it. He gets it out to McLaren, top of the circle. Waters wide open, set shot three, no good. Rebound, knock long to Hudson. He'll take it to the rim, blocked by Franz Rice. Gavin McLaren rebound, and he is jump ball or foul, Cody. I mean, there's a foul called.
Looks like a foul, yeah.
So it's going to be Atlantic's basketball out of bounds. Hudson McLaren will throw it in with 3:57 to go here in this first quarter. Tied up 6-6. Waters right baseline drive. Bounce pass Brock Henderson, and he traveled with it. Turnover Atlantic, back the other way to Harlan. 3:53 to go first quarter. 6-6 ball game. Jason Ohlmeyer with three. Franz Rice with three. Atlantic with a couple from beyond the arc with Waters and McLaren. That's Gavin. Bounce pass high post to Franz Rice. Leinen swings it right to Eggers. Back to Leinen, top of the circle. Leinen dumps it low to Franz Rice and overshot him.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if that was off Brock Henderson's hand, potentially.
I think you're right, Cody. That's the case. And Eggers will throw it in baseline left. 3:37 to go. Limited scoring. Here's a pass to line and layup good.
That was open right inside there. Great pass by those guys inbounds.
8-6 Harlan on that inbounds bucket. 8-6 Cyclones by 2 on the Seed Pros scoreboard. Rasmussen to the front. Off the screen. Angles right of the dribble, and we've got a whistle. He stepped out of bounds. 3:22 left. Cyclones have the ball back with a turnover. Ben Leinen and Quinn Kesters in for Harlan at 7. Atlantic has played 6 so far in this first quarter. Eggers across the timeline for the Cyclones off the screen. Pulls up at the elbow. Fires a jumper. No good. Rebound Gavin McLaren for Atlantic. Outlet pass to Waters. He'll bring it across the half-court line. On the bounce. Ball is almost stolen. Gavin McLaren gets it back. Hudson McLaren to Gavin, and he'll take it to the rim. Contact, and a foul called on Franz Rice.
Gavin wasn't stopping either way on that one.
he didn't have any brakes on that car right there. He was going right in. Or the truck, we should say. Atlantic will have the ball out of bounds along the baseline of the foul. 2 on Harlan here in the first quarter. Atlantic with 3. Under 3 to play in the first stanza. We're tied at 6. Offense has been pretty limited here. Inside to Gavin. Swinging, turning, shooting, missing. And the ball rebounded by Leinen. Out to Eggers. Harlan's possession front court. Eggers walks the ball across the half-court line. 2:40 to go first quarter. Eggers angles left, goes baseline. Quinn Kesters now right side Arkfeld. He'll fire a 3. Got it. Arkfeld with the triple. And the Cyclones up 11-6 on the St. Pros scoreboard. Rasmussen, top of the circle. Right side of Hudson McLaren. Hudson, Rasmussen pulls up into McLaren. Gavin goes to work to the rim. Lays it up. Good. Nice work by Gavin McLaren. 11-8. Cyclones lead is 3. 2:07 to play first quarter. Harlan with the basketball across the timeline. Top of the circle. Eggers off the screen left. Gives it off. Left side, Kesters on the dribble drive. And his pass baseline is tipped out by Waters. Quinn Kesters, a 5'10 senior. And Franz Rice will check back in for Harlan Community. And Ben Leinen comes out. Inbounds play, come up with Arkfeld to throw it in. Baseline left, kicks it out top. Kesters with the basketball for Harlan, back between the rings. Kesters swings it left to Eggers. Eggers looking inside to Rice, back out top to Joseph Rice. Baseline Arkfeld, inside Franz Rice, back out top Kesters, and the ball is batted out of bounds by Brock. No, they say Harlan, that's it last.
Yeah, I mean, Brock was up higher for sure, but he must have missed the ball.
Here comes Atlantic. Hudson McLaren will bring it across the half-court line for the Trojans. 1:33 to play, first quarter. Out to Waters. His three-point shot, no good, out of bounds. And Harlan gets the ball back right to left. Cyclones up 11-8 in the Seed Pro scoreboard. 1:28 to go, first stanza. Eggers will bring it across the half-court line for Harlan Community. He's picked up by Hudson McLaren high and right. On the bounce, Eggers off a double screen. Pulls up at the elbow, baseline, Kesters. Kesters skip pass out top to Joseph Rice, swings it right to Arkfeld. He'll launch a three, got it.
Yeah, that's somebody you don't want to leave open. That's two shots from the exact same spot, wide open.
14-8 as Cyclones open up a 6-point lead. Arkfeld getting hot from three-point line. He has 20 three-point shots in the season. Rasmussen misses the shot for Atlantic. Harlan rebound. 48 seconds to go, first quarter. Cyclones in the front court. Top of the circle. Eggers drives, runner up, good. Cyclones starting to separate themselves 16-8 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Atlantic with the ball with 30 seconds to go in this first quarter. Down to 29, Hudson McLaren high and left. 24 on the shot clock. 22 on the game clock. Winning moments of the first quarter. Atlantic's going to milk it down. 17, 16, 15 on the game clock. Hudson McLaren between the rings on the dribble. 12 seconds. He'll have to start moving it forward off the screen right. 9 seconds, 8. Hudson McLaren looks out. Top to Waters at 6. Waters on the drive at 5. Stops at 4. Baseline to Gavin. He'll fire at 1. No good. And that's it here in the first quarter. Harlan Community 16. Atlantic 8. Your score brought to you by the Seed Pros or by your side. To maximize yields from the word go, contact John Becker, Mark Ventiger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knudsen. We'll be back in 1 minute on 95.7 FM and live video stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Have you ever heard this?
Rolling Hills Bank and Trust.
Here at Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're dedicated to agriculture. That's why we offer various services that fit your growing ag needs. All our decisions are made locally by experienced lenders that truly understand the unique challenges of your operation. We're large enough to handle all your lending needs, yet small enough not to lose that personal touch. Our dedicated loan officers want to work with you to help your operation grow and thrive. Feel free to stop in and talk about how we can help your business succeed. Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Back to Atlantic Trojan Sports on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Fresh 8 of the board. We start the second quarter. Tom Robinson with Cody Weaver. Our video stream, our TV, brought to you by Nishnet. 16-8, Harlan with the lead. Rice out top on the drive. Arkfeld. Kick out to Eggers, top of the circle. Harlan double the score, 16 in the Seed Pro scoreboard. Arkfeld left baseline handles it back out top to Eggers. Eggers guarded by Hudson McLaren Atlantic in that man defense. Eggers angles off the screen, back out to Joseph Rice. Rice left baseline, Arkfeld open for 3. He'll launch, miss. And the rebound tip to Brock Henderson. Atlantic will have possession. And they'll bring it to the front court early second quarter. Hudson McLaren top of the circle between the rings. Pass right side to Nolan Waters. Waters off the screen left, pulls up, down slow, kicked out by Joseph Rice of Harlan. Atlantic gets the ball back baseline.
Yeah, they're trying to work inside. You know, had some outside shots trying to work inside here, and it's just big inside there, those Harlan guys, and they got the height advantage.
Hudson back out top to Gavin McLaren, Tyrell Williams, baseline Hudson McLaren. He'll launch a 3, good! Hudson can hit those. And it's a 16-11 Harlan Cyclone lead. Atlantic back on the defensive end. In a man-to-man, Eggers top of the circle. Bounce pass right side, Arkfeld. Backdoor, Franz Rice to the rim, layup good. And he has 5 points. On up 18-11 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Here comes Hudson McLaren across the half-court line for Atlantic. He'll angle left to the dribble. McLaren with the screen. Right side of Williams. Baseline Waters. Waters back out to Gavin. He'll take it to the rim. A shot up and it is no good. Rebound snagged by Arkfeld. He'll dribble to the front. Left side to Erlmeyer on the bounce. Ball tipped out. Last touch by Erlmeyer. Quick hands by Gavin McLaren.
Yeah, and that was a great job by McLaren there, getting in there, getting his hands in there.
6:24 to play, first half. Hudson McLaren brings it across the half-court line for Atlantic. Hudson with a three last time out. Williams, right side. Bounce pass, high post, Henderson. Henderson back out to Hudson. Hudson on the bounce, right side of Williams. Gavin McLaren. Hudson McLaren, 18 the shot clock, plenty of time. Hudson, McLaren. Gavin holds it high and right. Williams swings it left side to Waters. He'll launch a three, no good, short. Rebound, Brock Henderson, back out to Nolan. Hudson on the drive, and Williams takes it to the block, out to Waters. He'll pull up a runner from 15, no good. And the rebound, Joseph Rice of Harlan Community.
And that was a good look by Waters there, just not quite the touch he needed.
And they were patient offensively. That's what Coach Franken talked about, Cody, too, in the pregame, is we got to be patient offensively. Eggers on a deep three short. Rebound to Williams, ahead to Gavin McLaren. He'll bring it across. Down the lane, nice look, slithers in, layup good.
And that was a great ball touch there by McLaren as he came down. It was open, he just drove the lane.
Atlantic on a 5-0 run, down by 4, 18-14 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Eggers pulls up at the elbow and fires, no good. Rebound, Henderson for Atlantic. Henderson does a great job of rebounding for the Trojans. He'll bring it across, Atlantic's possession, down by 4. Hudson McLaren, top of the circle, under 5 to play in the half. Cyclones led 16-8 at the quarter, 18-11 here in this stands. Atlantic has come back within 4. Hudson McLaren high and left on the dribble. He'll leave it off for Nolan Waters. Waters now high post to Henderson. And the ball picked his pocket. Erlmeyer steals it away for Harlan. He'll bring it across in a hurry. Bounce pass low. Franz Rice wrap around. Good foul, Henderson. So Franz Rice gets the 2 and the 1 and 1. And it's 20-14 Harlan Community.
Yeah, just strong enough there to finish that shot. And he gets the end one here and try to make it a three-point bucket here.
Rice on the season, 39 of 78 from the free throw line. He's a 50% shooter. Averages 9 rebounds and 11.7 points a game. And Rice will have one here to make a three-point play, and it is good. Franz Rice with 8. Cyclones with a three-point play. They make it 20-14. Atlantic at possession front court, 4.5 to go second quarter. Hudson McLaren top of the circle for Atlantic. Angles right, reach in foul called on Kesters. Quint Kesh, the 5'10 junior, reached in. Hudson McLaren will throw it in from the near sideline. Eggers comes back in for Kesters with 4:24 left. Hudson McLaren inbounds, out top to Rasmussen. Yet to score. Cyclones have really played him tough. He's averaging 28 a game and hasn't scored here in this first half. Pass left side to Hudson McLaren. Nolan Waters. Back to McLaren. Top of the circle. Waters open. He'll launch a three, too deep. Henderson rebound for Atlantic. To McLaren and a steal by Ben Lyon, and he'll take it to the rim. Layup is good.
Yeah, just not enough time there. Fast break there by Harlan. It was wide open.
Cyclones on a 4-0 run, back up by 9, 23-14 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Hudson McLaren off the screen right. Pulls up low block out to Gavin McLaren. He'll take it to the rim. Now right side Hudson. Fires a baseline triple, misses shot. Rebound Arkfeld for Harlan. They'll get out to Eggers across the half-court line. 3.5 to go second quarter. Right side, shot up, good! Erlmeyer knocks it down. He has 2 threes, and Harlan on a run now. 26-14, a timeout called by Atlantic head coach Dalton Frank, and a full timeout. We'll take it with them. We're back in a minute.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
The perfect companion is waiting for you at the Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic. Pick out a furry guinea pig, hamster, or mouse. Maybe something feathered. They have an aviary full of birds to choose from. What about something scaly, like a snake, lizard, or hermit crab? And it's in their name. A wide variety of fish are available at the Fish Store and Pet Center. Get all the food and accessories you need to keep that new addition to your family happy and healthy. The Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic, a pet lover's paradise.
Highway 71 in Atlantic.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan Sports on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Harlan as Cyclones on a run up 26-13 of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Atlantic after timeout. Inside of Brock Henderson. And the Cyclones steal it away. Nice work by Ben Line and picked up by Arkfeld. He'll take it high and right for Harlan. Pulls up out top. Lining with it, top of the circle. Eggers takes it for the Harlan Cyclones. Close early and Harlan's broken away. They get inside. The big guy, no good by Rice. Put back is short. Rebound rocked in Bestie for Atlantic. Outlet to Hudson and McLaren, high and right. Hudson back out top, Waters. Waters on the drive at the elbow. Back out to Hudson McLaren, and they are in Rasmussen's face on that quarter. Rollmeyer's not even looking at the ball. He's just right there with Rasmussen. We got a foul called on Eggers. They had a switch, and Eggers called for the foul.
Yeah, and that was almost to the face there.
Yeah. They'll bring the ball near side. 2:30 to go, second quarter. Hudson McLaren will throw it in for Atlantic. Then Bestie, Waters, Brock Henderson, Rasmussen in there. Triggers in to Waters, out to Hudson McLaren. Out top to Brock Henderson. He traveled with it. Turnover Trojans. 2:25 to go, second quarter. Harlan up 26-13 of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Gavin McLaren will check back in for Atlantic, and Brock Henderson goes out. Line and inbounds. Out top, Eggers will bring it across the half-court stripe. Eggers between the rings, off the screen. Down low, Franz Wright goes to work. Here's shot up, and it's no good, and a foul called on Gavin McLaren.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. Gavin was kind of holding his ground. I didn't see, any hands get up there, but Gavin wasn't giving any.
No, he's not going to give any. And, I don't know how you defend Franz of, double team in the front, in front of him as well. Franz makes the free throw. He's 3 for 4 from the line, and Harlan leads 27-13 of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Franz Rice averaging 11.7 a game. Second free throw is no good. Rebound, Erlmeyer. Putback is no good. Rice rebound. Putback is no good. He draws the foul in the crowd.
Yeah, and they did a good job boxing out, freeing that up for him in the middle there, and he's going to get 2 more shots. So
9 for Erlmeyer, or for Rice. Free throws missed. Still 9, 27-13 Cyclones. 2:14 to go here in this first half. So we're brought to the Seed Pros. We owe you a station ID. Second free throw is good. 10 for Franz Rice, averaging 11. Atlantic possession, front court, 28-13 Harlan. Hudson McLaren looks out top. Gavin takes it. Williams left wing. Bounce pass dropped in Bestie. They've got Rasmussen out now, who was just smothered defensively by Erlmeyer. Hudson McLaren, high post to Gavin, a baseline dropped in Bestie. Roth will kick it back out to Hudson McLaren. 9 on the shot clock. 8. Gavin, 6. Gavin McLaren drives, pulls up, baseline Waters. He'll fire at 2. Good!
And that was a deep shot with minimal time left there.
Good patience, though, Cody, don't you? They took their time. They found the right shot. They milked off that 35 seconds, and Waters gets the triple. 35, 28-15, but the Cyclones come right back.
And the old bank shot.
How about Linen? He's got 4 here in this, 7 here in this second half. A 3-ball, 31-16. I don't know if he yelled bank or not, but
I don't think he called it. But it still counts.
Pass out top, Williams, Lannick in the front court. Inside, Gavin, layup, go! Missed the shot. Dropped it, Bestie, can't get it. Harlan gets the ball back with 48 seconds to go, second quarter.
And that was a good look there. McLaren just barely missed it, rimmed out, and then got knocked out there.
Looking back at Ben Linen and just his 5th three-point shot of the season. Harlan with the ball in the front, up 31-16 of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Eggers finds a seam, kicks it left to Artfeld. Back out to Linen, guarded by Dimbesti. 34 seconds to go in the half, 20 the shot clock. Harlan will have to get rid of it towards the rim here before the half ends. Here's a 3 by Linen. He feels it now, missed the shot off the heel. Rebound comes off the Trojans. Waters at 20 seconds has the basketball. Letting down 31-16 of the Seed Pro scoreboard. Eggers guarding Waters at 12. Waters in the ring at 11. Now down to 9. Angles right on the dribble. 8 seconds, pulls up, fires at 7, and missed the shot. Williams rebound, put back is good.
Yeah, nice job by Williams being in the right spot at the right time. That nice back up in there for that bucket.
Well, again, patience offensively. They had to get something off in a pretty short time, but they took their time and got the bucket to make it a 31-18 deficit here at the halftime break. The Harlan Community Cyclones with the lead. Our halftime brought to you by Olson's BP and Olson's Fuel. We're back right after this.
The perfect companion is waiting for you at the Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic. Pick out a furry guinea pig, hamster, or mouse. Maybe something feathered. They have an aviary full of birds to choose from. What about something scaly, like a snake, lizard, or hermit crab? And it's in their name. A wide variety of fish are available at the Fish Store and Pet Center. Get all the food and accessories you need to keep that new addition to your family happy and healthy. The Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic, a pet lover's paradise.
Colton, with you more involved with farming, what have you observed?
Farmers don't just work harder, they farm smarter.
We've definitely seen that with the Enlist weed control system.
Oh yeah.
Atlantic and the Cyclones are facing off for the first time this season. They'll do it again on a Monday night in Atlantic. Harlan leading 31-18 here at the halftime break. Cyclones led 16-8 after 1, and they open up a pretty big lead here in the second quarter. 31-18 is the score. Harlan the second quarter putting up 15 points, and that was largely led by Franz Rice. He had 3 points in the first quarter, and he came out, he made 3 of 5 free throws in the second, 7. He has 10 points here in the ball game for Harlan Community. Also, Ben Linen had a 3-point shot. He has 7 points, and Will Artfeld was 6. Jason Ohlmeyer was 6, and Braden Eggers with the 2 Cyclones. Typically, under Coach Osborne, play great defense, and they like to shoot that triple. And they have 4 threes in the first half, but hey, don't count out Atlantic. The Trojans have 4 threes as well.
Yeah, they've shot the ball well from distance, and you talked about Coach, keying on Colton Rasmussen, and they've been all over him. And Rasmussen almost looks to me like he's got a little bit of a limp with an ankle that, potentially.
Yes. Yeah.
So that might be part of the reason. But again, they're right in his face and keeping him from having any chance of scoring.
Well, we're going to see if we can't talk to Coach Dan Vargas. We did get Coach earlier. We'll see if we can get this on our technology here, and we'll do that here in just a moment. Hey, we'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back right after this on 95.7 FM and our live video stream, westerniowatoday.com.
Hi, everyone. It's Kate.
Rolling Hills Bank and Trust.
Here at Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, we're dedicated to agriculture. That's why we offer various services that fit your growing ag needs. All our decisions are made locally by experienced lenders that truly understand the unique challenges of your operation. We're large enough to handle all your lending needs, yet small enough not to lose that personal touch. Our dedicated loan officers want to work with you to help your operation grow and thrive. Feel free to stop in and talk about how we can help your business succeed. Rolling Hills Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Ceremonies continue on here. It's Pink Out Night here in Harlan, and cancer awareness as well. The Cyclones wearing the pink uniforms here this evening. Halftime here on the boys contest, and Harlan Community with the lead over Atlantic. It was really kind of a slow start offensively, Cody, but Atlantic able to kind of scratch or claw their way back, and then Harlan separated themselves
second quarter. It really stretched it out with some 3 balls, inside shots open there. Atlantic, like you said, still isn't completely out of it. They've been able to close the gap, and that's what they're going to need to do the second half of the game here.
Let's take a look at the scoring here in the first half of play as Trojans with 8 points the first quarter, 10 in the second. Nolan Waters with 6, Tyrell Williams 2, Gab McLaren with 7 points, and Hudson McLaren with 3. And what's missing is Colton Rasmussen, who's averaging almost 28 a game, and Harlan's done a tremendous job on him with that defense.
Yeah, usually 2 guys on him at once, and if it's just one, they're directly in his face. There's no gap for him at all to even do a step back 2 or 3. You see him normally driving in the lane a little bit with a soft, short jumper there, but not able to get in the lane at all, and basically just on the outside there and no free open threes. So
we'll take a look here at see if we can get Coach Dan Vargason on here. We had a chance to talk to him after the game, and we'll see what Coach Vargason had to say here in the postgame.
Testing your technology skills.
His effort, at least the first 2.5 quarters.
Yeah, I thought we played a good 2.5, like you said, pretty much. First half, we did a really good job executing offensively, taking care of the ball and defending. Towards the end of the first half, they started to hit that high-low. So we spent halftime talking about how we were going to defend it, and then third quarter, we forgot how to defend it. So they went on a big run, and then we started turning the ball over a little bit too much and not valuing the ball enough. But again, it wasn't an effort thing. Last time we played them, it was an effort thing, and they just took it to us and did whatever they wanted. Tonight, we hung with them and made them earn it. It showed a lot of growth from where we were even a week or two ago.
Really did, and I guess what I meant to say was you kept it close, and then like I said, that high-low, it's tough when you got a 6-footer and a 6'2" to try to defend.
It is, but we talked them through how to defend it, and we just, it's a lot easier when you play behind them too. So it's just one of those things we haven't seen a lot of, and we had people getting mismatched. So it's something that we'll work on. Hopefully we get to see them again, that'd be nice. But, the big thing was we battled tonight. We had people step up and score. McKenna Schrader had another good night offensively, and, that's what we need to see as other scorers starting to get involved.
Well, you got a player that started as a freshman for you and a junior and scored a 1,000 point tonight, Coach.
Yeah, it's awesome to see Peyton get her 1,000 point. To our knowledge, first player to do that in 5-on-5 history here in Atlantic, and by senior year. We've had 2 other 1,000-point scorers, Jamie Hoig and all-time scorer Haley Rasmussen. But it's just good to see Peyton get that. And to be honest with you, I think it's a little bit of a relief for her. She's not a big attention person and stuff like that. So she just wants to play basketball. Obviously, she was excited to get it. But I also know she's a little bummed we didn't get the win on the same night.
Yep. A lot better effort, Coach. And you're going into that tournament with some momentum, I think, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, you don't want to lose your last one before. But, when you play a top 10 team on the road in your conference, that's a risk. And the thing is, we played significantly better, and that's going to give us a little confidence. And now it's all about believing. Postseason, nobody has a perfect bracket for a reason. So, we want to be a bracket buster in the high school version. I know there's a lot of people that will write us off. That's great. We're going to go play basketball and try to get ourselves into round 2.
Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll talk to you this week.
Sounds good. Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Dan Vargason joining us here at halftime, and the Cyclones are leading Atlantic by the score of 31-18. Hey, we'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back right after these on 95.7 FM and our live video stream, WesternIowaToday.com.
After years of wondering why I see more runners than other athletes, I figured it out. Well, a sophomore hurdler explained it to me. This is Dr. Fritz Beyer of Body Basics Chiropractic, and he told me since my hip started acting up, I lost 1 second from my time. 1 second in a 55-second race is less than 2%, but he knew it instantly because the stopwatch told him. In other sports, there's not a stopwatch to tell you when the nagging injury takes 2% from you. To make sure you're giving your 100%, call 254-BODY to get your body back to the basics.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Get to the Super Bowl for Globe Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights. Perfect for birthdays, reunions, family and friend get-togethers, and date nights. They even have bumpers and ramps for the little ones. Globe Bowling, all the glow-in-the-dark fun you love. Plus, the friendly competition of bowling makes for a great night. Call Dan to schedule your next party at 243-4656. Globe Bowling on Friday and Saturday nights at the Super Bowl, Highway 71 in Atlantic.
Foods that are all natural and safe for your dog or cat. The Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic is your local one-stop pet shop.
Welcome back to Harlan. We get set for the second half. Cyclones up 31-18 here at the halftime break. And Coach Osborne with that diamond in one or box in one, triangle in two, I think they played early. Then they went to the box and one on Rasmussen. He's had 2 looks the whole first half.
Yeah, not much.
Not much. I mean, what a job defensively on the Class 3A's leading scorer. But, you know, Colton usually gets his points, Cody.
Yeah, we'll see what happens the second half here. If he can, maybe they came out with a little bit different offensive looks to free him up a little bit. And
31-18 the score in favor of Harlan Community. They'll have the basketball out of bounds to start the second, or Atlantic will have the basketball to start second half. Waters front court possession, Atlantic. Angles left off the screen, leaves it off for Hudson McLaren. Left baseline back out top to Rasmussen. High post for Henderson. Low to Gab McLaren. Across the paint, he threw it away. A steal by Arkfeld for Cyclones. Harlan has a front court for second half. Eggers angles right back out top to Joseph Rice. Down low to Franz Rice. Poked away by Henderson out to Rasmussen. He'll take it to the rim. Layup is no good. Henderson follow is missed. And the rebound, Franz Rice for Harlan. And ball batted away by Hudson McLaren. Back to Gavin McLaren out top to Waters. Left side to Hudson. He'll take it inside the block. Brock, free throw line jumper. In and out, no good. Rebound, Arkfeld. He'll kick it out near side. Eggers. Harlan's basketball front court. 31-18 Cyclones with the lead. High post Franz Rice. Across the block to Joseph Rice. Down low, break across Arkfeld. Low block, Kirk shot, no. Rebound Rasmussen. He'll bring it across the timeline. Under 7 to play third quarter. Harlan leading 31-18. No one has scored the first 1:10 of the second half. Hudson McLaren high and left for the Trojans. He's guarded closely again by Erlmeyer. Erlmeyer just follows him everywhere he goes. Hudson between the rings now, angles right on the bounce. Pulls up, gets a screen, Rass wide open. 3-point shot, no good. Good look though, and rebound Arkfeld out to Franz Rice. We got the screen, Cody.
It worked.
And got the open shot. Eggers drives, missed the layup. Rebound, Gab McLaren. Trojans have the ball. Pass ahead to Nolan Waters. 6:13 to go, third quarter. Waters drives. Pump fake, scoop shot missed. Rebound Arkfeld for Harlan. Haven't seen a bucket yet in the first 2 minutes of the second half.
Yeah, that 10-minute intermission halftime was tough on the muscles, I think.
Arkfeld down low to Rice. Layup is good. There's your bucket. Joseph Rice having a good night, and he gets the bucket, or Franz Rice rather, gets the bucket for Harlan. 33-18 timeout called. And we'll take it with them. We're going to be back in 30 seconds on 95.7 FM and live video stream at WesternIowaToday.com.
Elkhart Plastics.
Colton, with you more involved with farming, what have you observed?
Farmers don't just work harder, they farm smarter.
We've definitely seen that with the Enlist weed control system.
Oh yeah, application is dictated by the grow stage, not a set date on the calendar, and you can take mix with liberty.
Plus, you have a post program that you don't have to worry about drifting into neighboring fields.
Nailed it. To learn more, contact the Seed Pros.
The Seed Pros, with you from the word go.
The Seed Pros, Mark Bantacker, Gary Dinklett, Nick Knutson, and John Becker.
Now, back to Atlantic Trojan Sports on KS 95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Atlantic with the ball after timeout. Hudson McLaren, top of the circle. Down low to Gavin. He'll take it to the rim. Layup, go good. Joseph Rice rebound for Harlan out to Eggers. 5:35 to play here in the third quarter. Cyclones up 33-18 over Atlantic on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Top of the circle, Eggers. Out top, Joseph Rice back to Eggers. Rice top of the key. Left side, Arkfeld. He'll fire the bomb. Good! Boy, Arkfeld had 2 of those in the first half, and he has 3 threes to put Cyclones up 36-18. 5:11 to play, third quarter. Hudson McLaren off the screen right. Kick out to Waters, top of the circle. Rolls it into Brock Henderson. He'll take it in the block. Bounce past Waters, throw it away. Rice with a steal.
They're having a tough time there trying to pass in the paint.
Arnold plays tough defense, so get out top to Eggers. Under 5 to play, third quarter. Right wing, Arkfeld. Down low, Joseph Rice, layup good. 38-18. And Joseph Rice with his first buck of the game. Cyclones with the lead. Atlantic with the basketball down 38-18. 20-point advantage for Harlan Community. Hudson McLaren off the elbow out top to Brock Henderson. Baseline to Hudson McLaren. 4:25 left. Hudson high and right. Pulls up at the elbow. He has a shot there. Now Gavin pulls up. Raindrop good. Gavin McLaren gets the little floater. And it's a 38-20. Cyclones lead to the ball on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Gavin McLaren with 9 points for Atlantic to lead the Trojans. Eggers out top to Joseph Rice. Back to Eggers. Back left side. Erlmeyer for 3 and an out. Rebound Franz Rice. Puts it up, no good. Hudson McLaren tried to snag it. Joseph Rice comes up with it. Out top to Eggers. Harlan resets and they throw it away. Atlantic gets the ball back with 3:46 to play in the third, down 38-20. So Rasmussen will toss it in. Williams will check in. Rasmussen comes out. Hudson McLaren will throw it in from the sideline. With 3:46, here comes Kester's in, and out comes Erlmeyer.
Musical shuffle here of players, and that's he's basically making adjustments based upon who comes in and goes out.
Exactly.
Give his guys the same break.
That's exactly right, Cody. He's got matchups already written down in his head. Atlantic in the front court, baseline Waters, high post Gavin McLaren. Lose the ball on the bounce, and Kesters comes up with it for Harlan. He'll scoot across the half-court line, pulls up at the elbow, out top Eggers. 3:25 to go third, Harlan up 38-20. Baseline Kesters, dribble drive, kick out, Eggers. A lot of time on the shot clock with 20, Harlan resets. Off the screen, Eggers, back out top line, and he likes that deep three, didn't take it. Franz Rice baseline. Out to Eggers, he'll launch the triple, no good. Rebounds, Franz Rice put back good. Boy, Franz Rice is having himself a night. He's averaging 11 coming in. He's over that now with 14. And it's 40-20. Cyclones will double up the score. Waters for 3, no good. And the ball out of bounds, last touch by the Trojans. Harlan will inbounds the ball. First time in the game is Caden Bruck for Harlan. And out goes Arkfeld. So Bruck getting his first minutes here in the ball game. The 6'1" junior for Harlan Community. Cyclones possession. Franz Rice out top. Ben Linen. Linen directs traffic. Right side of Eggers. Back to Linen. Top of the circle. He'll swing it left to Kesters. Kesters off the bounce. Pulls up free throw line. Lobs inside. Franz Rice baseline. 3-point shot. No good. Rebound Gavin McLaren. Brook tried a 3. Couldn't get it. Waters top of the circle. Pulls up. Foul Cole on Eggers. 2:20 to go third quarter. 40-20. Cyclones with the lead. Here comes Sawyer Terrell in the game for Atlantic, and Hudson McLaren comes out. Joseph Rice is in for Franz Rice in Harlan's lineup. Franz Rice with 14 points. Terrell will throw it in. Baseline right. Ball kicked out by Ben Linen. The retoss by Sawyer Terrell.
Yeah, I think he's saying take a look at Waters over there open in the corner.
He's wide open. They get it to him, but he covered quickly by Kesters. Waters. Baseball pass stolen away, and a foul call on Terrell. Ben Lina jumped the passing route for Harlan. Terrell reached in. That's just the second team foul on Atlantic here in the third quarter with 2:13 to go. So the inbounds pass for Harlan. Brooke, the 6'1 junior, now in the game, tosses into Eggers, top of the circle. Cyclones possession, front court. Out top, Linen drives. Brooke, back to Linen, low block. He'll take it to the rim, and it's up and missed. He gets his own rebound, put back no good, fouled and bested. And that'll be 2 for Linen for the Cyclones with 1:58 to go, third quarter. Ben Linen shooting 52% for the free throw line. He's 20 of 38 of the year. Free throw is good. So that's a pretty good minutes off the bench for Coach Osborne. Linen's second free throw is 8 points. Averaging 5 coming in. Off the bench play has been good. Free throw is money, the second one. 9 for Linen. Cyclones up 42 to 20. Atlantic with the ball in the front court. Waters handles it. I don't think he's been out of the game. I think he's played every minute here so far. Bounce pass left side. Terrell. Terrell beyond the arc. Baseline Williams. Terrell leaves the ball behind him. Gets it back. Now goes high post. Gab McLaren. McLaren right side of Williams. He'll launch a three. No good. And a foul call to McLaren. Pushing foul. Cyclones had the position with 1:33 to go, third quarter. Atlantic is only one field goal here in the stanza. That was Rasmussen. Cyclones have outscored the Trojans 11-2. Harlan with the front court. Eggers top of the circle off the bounce right side. Brooke top of the circle. Linen for three. Gah missed the shot. Bad outside to Waters. Waters on the move. I thought he got it there and he fell short. Good job of the Trojans to get the board. Back down low to Gavin. He'll take it to the rim. Layup. Good! And he's fouled. He gets the 2-and-1. So Gavin McLaren with 11. He draws the foul. 42-22, the junior. Check that, the sophomore.
Yeah.
We'll put up, we get him 2 more years here, Cody. And not just basketball, he does it all. All-sport athlete for Atlantic, and he'll shoot a pair, or one here, to try to make it a three-point play the old-fashioned way. 1:07 to go, Harlan 42-22. Free throw, Gavin is up and missed. The rebound, Eggers for the Cyclones. He'll bring it across the half-court line. 60 seconds to go, third quarter. Arkfeld into Franz Rice. Layup is good. Boy, that's almost automatic.
Yeah, he's got that height right there and that strength, and he's been able to, got the touch also to finish those shots.
And Franz with 16 points in the ball game for Harlan. Atlantic in the front court. Down to 44-22 of the Seed Pro scoreboard. 40 seconds in the third quarter. Kicking by Arkfeld. Atlantic will inbounds on the near sideline. Trojans, in fact, they'll take a baseline with Sawyer Terrell with 38 ticks on the clock, 21 on the game shot clock. Terrell will throw it in. Bounce pass low to Waters. Waters amongst some tall sycamores down there. He'll get it left side to Terrell. Terrell back out top. Gab McLaren dumps it low, and a kick again by Arkfeld. Atlantic will inbounds with 29 seconds to go in the third quarter, down 44-22. Trojans with just 4 points here in this stanza. Here's Sawyer Terrell. Got out top to Gavin McLaren. McLaren down left baseline. And he threw it away. Steal by Eggers off the toe of Waters. Waters thinks it went off of Eggers' toe as well. Cyclones have it, 23 seconds to go. The throw in by Arkfeld. Arkfeld has 3 3-point shots on the night for Harlan Community. 6 players have scored for Harlan. Eggers will drain the clock. 14, 13, 12 on the game clock. They'll go for one shot at 9. Eggers dribbling near the half-court line at 7. Now works toward the double screen at 5. Out top the line and drives at 3. Jump stop, turn, shoots at 2. Missed the shot, and that's it after 3. 44-22. Harlan Community with the lead. We'll take a timeout. We're back in a minute. a 95.7 FM, and live video stream westerniowatoday.com.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Gas prices got you down? Need a ride to work or the grocery store? There's public transportation for everyone in Southwest Iowa. SWITA offers taxi service in Atlantic, Glenwood, Harlan, Missouri Valley, Red Oak, and Shenandoah. $2.50 each way or $2 for seniors 60 years and older. Just call 1-800-842-8065 or visit swita.com to schedule your ride.
Final 8 of the board here as we go the fourth quarter. Harlan Community leading 44-22. Your score is brought to you by the Seed Pros. They're by your side to maximize yields from the word go. Contact John Becker, Mark Ventiger, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knudsen. Arkfeld and Eggers. Cyclones have possession, front court. Erlmeyer baseline. Joseph Rice back to Erlmeyer, swings and left to Eggers. Eggers back near side Erlmeyer. Eggers, Atlantic in a zone. They'll go baseline. Arkfeld for 3. Got it. Arkfeld another 3. He's got 4 of those tonight, 12. And it's a 47-22. Cyclones with a lead. Atlantic with the basketball. Waters across the timeline for the Trojans. High post, Brock Henderson. Right baseline, Hudson McLaren. Back Waters, high and right. High post, Brock Henderson holds the ball down low to Gavin. He'll go to work. Layup up and good. Gavin's having a nice game.
Yeah, that was a great finish. They were left-handed and finished strong.
47-24, Cyclones with the lead of the ball. Front court to possession. Eggers top of the circle. Atlantic in a man-to-man defense. They'll go high post. Franz Rice dumps it left, and Rasmussen with a steal. He'll go coast to coast, lays it in. Colton Rasmussen with 4 points for the Trojans. Or 2 points, for the Trojans, 47-26. Atlantic back on defense. Cyclones in the front. Throw it away. Turnover Harlan. Atlantic has it back with 6:45 to play. So that's the first 2 for Rasmussen here in the ball game. Waters across the half-court line for the Trojans. 6:39 to play. Pass right side of Henderson. On the dribble. Pulls up. Runner up. No good. Rebound. Gab McLaren. Put back his block inside. Erlmeyer got a hand on it. And the kick out from Joseph Rice to Eggers. He'll bring it across. Off the screen. Angles left. Dribbles down the paint. Then throws it right baseline. Arkfeld sets his feet and fires. Rims out on the 3. Joseph Rice rebound. Gets it back up and in. 49-26 Harlan Community. McLaren sits up that low block. He's the guy to go to here as of late. And Rasmussen is fouled by Erlmeyer going across the baseline.
Yeah, and that's been happening, the whole game. And they're finally just calling it a little bit now.
So Hudson McLaren will throw it in baseline right, wide. 6:02 to play here in this basketball game. Harlan boys leading 49-26. Hudson McLaren to throw it in. Way out top to Brock Henderson. Brock high and right to Nolan. Nolan head fake a couple of times. He'll take it back between the rings. Under 6 to play. Waters high and right to Brock Henderson. Baseline Hudson McLaren. Goes low. Gavin goes to work. Shot up and good over Franz Rice.
Coach is not happy with McLaren continuing to score inside.
Well, I'll tell you, McLaren's found a spot in that little block.
He's so strong, able to use his body and his height.
He has
and the touch, too.
Yeah, he has 8 points second half, and they've all been down low. Harlan with the ball in the front court. Arkfeld back inside to Rice, tipped away, and Gab McLaren gets it for Atlantic. Out to Nolan Waters. Waters top of the circle, weaves his way down inside the block, and the ball tapped away, and Waters gets it back. Chased down by Rasmussen. The Trojans reset. Rasmussen dribbles inside, shot up. Good! A wild shot by Rasmussen, and it goes in. Atlantic at a 4-0 run, and Coach Osborne says, I want a timeout. 49-28. Trojans on a mini run here. We're back in a minute on 95.7 FM and live video stream on WesternIowaToday.com.
Have you ever heard this?
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
This segment of Did You Know by Amy Jo is about hydraulic hoses. Well, guess what? They break. And at the worst times possible, too. Atlantic Egg and Auto can build you a new hydraulic hose most of the time faster than it takes you to even get to town. Now, don't begin a ticket racing to town to see me. Since you're here, you might as well get more hydraulic fluid, shop towels, detailing supplies, and fresh cab to keep those rodents out. Atlantic and Audubon Egg and Auto, your only locally owned CarQuest Auto Parts stores.
Osborne calling a timeout for Harlan. Atlantic on a nice 4-0 run to close the gap to 49-30 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Cyclones will inbounds with 5:04 to play. Eggers with it. Despite the deficit, Atlantic playing hard. And
yeah, I mean, Atlantic's not giving up, but Harlan continues to hit those outside shots.
Speaking of that, Gavin Steele layup. Good! Gavin McLaren has 10 points in the second half. Atlantic making a run at it now, 49-32. Atlantic on a 6-0 run, Harlan front court. Eggers drives, bounce pass low, driving Rice, layup missed. Rice putback missed. And the rebound fought for, tipped out, top. Oh my, we've got boys
all over
physical.
The floor.
Both these squads going after it. 4:25 to play. Eggers angles right of the dribble. Cyclones reset, pass inside, stolen away. Waters out to Rasmussen and tipped out by Arkfeld. Atlantic with it, far sideline, 6-0 run by the Trojans. Eggers comes limping out. Joseph Rice out, Ben Linen back in, and Quinn Kesters. They're your 6th and 7th man for the Cyclones. 4:14 to play in the ball game. Nolan Waters between the rings. Atlantic's possession, front court. Henderson high and right. Baseline Hudson McLaren, he can't handle the ball, out of bounds. Turnover goes to Harlan. 4:06 left. 49-32, Harlan with the lead in the basketball. Kesters across the timeline for the Cyclones, 3:54 to play. Out top, Ben Linen on the bounce. Twin spin, shoots, misses, foul called, I believe, on Henderson. Gab McLaren has stayed out of foul trouble tonight. He's done a great job offensively. He has 10 points in the second half. And he had 7 in the first half. He has 17 for the game for Atlantic to lead the Trojans. Linen's free throw off the heel, no good. Linen in the ball game with 9 points off the bench. 2 for 3 from the stripe. 1 3-point basket. Second free throw's good. Harlan up 50-32. Atlantic's basketball in the front. 3:49 to play on the Seed Pro scoreboard. Pass right side to Henderson. Baseline Williams. Williams dumps low. Gab McLaren against Rice. And the ball is knocked away. Linen. Well, this Ben Linen off the bench. He's pretty solid 6-man, I'll tell you, Cody. Got a steal there.
Everybody they've had come in has been solid.
Good point.
Outside shots and inside, they've got a lot of height, and that should be Atlantic's ball.
How about Waters? Quick hands there, picked his pocket. Ball went out of bounds. Last touch by Harlan. Atlantic will get the ball back.
Coach Osborne did not like that. He was saying, hey, I'm paying you tonight.
3:19 to go, not literally.
I even came halfway out on the court to tell you.
Here's Waters, top of the circle. Over to Henderson, high and right. Rasmussen, he'll turn and dump a 3, no good. Rebound, Franz Rice, foul called on Waters. 3:06 to go. 50-32 in favor of Harlan Community. The bounce in to Quinn Kesters. 3 minutes left. They'll bring it across the half-court line of methodical fashion. Cyclones 6-2 in the conference. Out right side, Arkfeld, and then Linen, oh boy. Looks like he's going to be all right. I thought maybe he twisted his ankle, but he's... Timeout called Dalton Franken. Full timeout, we'll take it with them. We owe you some breaks. Cyclones up 50-32 on the Seed Pro scoreboard. We're back right after these, 95.7 FM.
Get the perfect companion is waiting for you at the Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic. Pick out a furry guinea pig, hamster, or mouse. Maybe something feathered. They have an aviary full of birds to choose from. What about something scaly, like a snake, lizard, or hermit crab? And it's in their name. A wide variety of fish are available at the Fish Store and Pet Center. Get all the food and accessories you need to keep that new addition to your family happy and healthy. The Fish Store and Pet Center in Atlantic, a pet lover's paradise. Olson's BP in Atlantic is the keep you going store, and they'll keep you going all day long with breakfast selections like breakfast burritos, breakfast sandwiches, and breakfast staples like biscuits and gravy. For lunch, what better place to stop than Olson's BP? With burgers, Champ's chicken sandwiches, and Godfather's personal pizzas, you're sure to be refueled for that afternoon grind. And after a long day of work, let Olson's BP do the cooking for you. Hot and fresh Champ's chicken with all the sides and every kind of pizza topping you can think of on your Godfather's pizza. It's Olson's BP on 2nd Street in Atlantic, the Keep You Going store.
95.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
2:52 left, Atlantic ball. Front court possession, Waters right side to Henderson. He'll direct the pass, baseline to Williams. Atlantic down 50-32. Waters between the rings. Gives it off to Rasmussen. He'll fire a three short. Rebound, Waters. Put back is no good. Arkfeld can't get it. Williams for Atlantic out to Henderson. He'll take it to the rim. Offhand shot, no good. Williams rebound, missed the shot, fell Arkfeld. Atlantic's had that offensive board corralled there, Cody, that possession.
Yeah, Atlantic doing a good job boxing out there, and Harlan kind of coming from the outside in.
So Williams will shoot a pair for Atlantic, a 60% free throw shooter. He's only been at the line 5 times this season, and that free throw is no good. Cyclone student section going to let him have it.
Yeah, they know what it is. It's impressive. They know that's an air ball.
Second free throw by Tyrell. Here we go, on the way. Nice look. Tyrell made the shot. Made one of two. That one a beauty right down Broadway. 50-33. Cyclones with a lead in the basketball. Down to 2:16 to play in the game. Eggers high and left, guarded by Williams. Eggers on the bounce. Closely guarded, gives it up. Arkfeld down low to Franz Rice. He'll take it back out to Joseph Rice. Right side to Kesters. Quinn Kesters on the move, and a foul called on Waters. Reach behind. With 1:59 to go. 50-33, Cyclones lead in ball. As we're going to see Ben Liney come back in for Harlan Community. Also coming back in will be Jason Erlmeyer. Kesters goes out. The throw in by Arkfeld, near sideline. Just under 2 to play. Arkfeld looks for Ben Liney high and right. He's open, but he's going to hold the ball out top to Eggers. Eggers near side Arkfeld. They're going to drain the clock here. They've got 27 on the shot clock. They're going to take it off, and Waters went for the steal. Couldn't quite get it. Back out to Eggers. Williams trying to get the steal, and he's
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he looked to me like he had his hand on the ball there, but
they're going to call a foul, I believe, on the Trojans here. So it'll be Harlan's basketball with 1:41 to go and a 50-33 advantage. Score brought to you by the Seed Pros. So here we go as Coach Franken talking to the official. Inbounds, Ben Linen. Back out top, Arkfeld. Eggers picked up by Williams, top of the circle. 1:30 to go, 27 the shot clock. Ball looped inside, Linen turns, pivots. Wide open, Erlmeyer back out top to Eggers. He'll swing it to Arkfeld, left side. Arkfeld with 4 threes in the ball game tonight. Harlan down to 15 the shot clock. Erlmeyer, right wing, pass high post, Linen. He'll swing it left to Arkfeld, back out to Eggers. Cyclones taking the time off. Eggers off the screen, Engels right, leaves it off baseline. Erlmeyer pulls up, short J, good. right there at the...
Yeah, and I think that was about an 85-second possession there with the game clock resetting 3 times.
Good look by Harlan, 52-33. Cyclones under a minute to play. Atlantic in the front court. Baseline Williams. Dumps it low. Gab McLaren goes to work. Turns, shoots, misses. Ben Linen rebounds for Harlan. They'll melt the clock here. Eggers will bring it across the half-court line, picked up by Williams. Eggers near the ring. Leaves it off for Erlmeyer. Back to Eggers. 30 seconds left. Cyclones have led most of the game 16-8 after 1. In fact, Atlantic led early 3-0, and they led 6-3. Cyclones tied at 6 in the ball game, and then they went on a run. They led 14-8 after 1 quarter, 16 after 1 quarter play. Free throws Eggers, first one on the way, good. Eggers 3 points of the night, but he does a solid job of distributing, Cody. He's a good point guard for Harlan, pretty solid. Players rotate in and out for both teams with 27 seconds left. Eggers' second free throw in flight, and no good. Rebound fought for, and Terrell comes up with it for Atlantic. He'll bring it across. 20 ticks on the clock. Atlantic will host Lennox on Friday night non-conference play. And we'll have the broadcast on 95.7 FM and our live video stream, westernourtoday.com. Terrell, high post, Gab McLaren. He'll set up and fire a shot, no good. Terrell rebound, back to McLaren. He'll try a 3 this time, no good. Eggers rebound, and that's going to be it. 53-33. Harlan Community with the win tonight over the Atlantic Trojans here in Hawkeye 10 conference play. Our post-game show is coming up here in a moment. We'll take a 2-minute timeout ahead of that. Get some ads in, and we'll be in right after this.
First Windy Bank is the longest-standing locally owned bank in Atlantic, and as such, we take pride in how we serve our community. For generations, we have been involved with our customers and their families by getting involved in community events and by supporting technology and teaching financial literacy in our schools. You'll also see our support of athletics on the scoreboards at home events. It's this involvement that allows us to know our customers and their families for generations. First Windy Bank, the only bank you'll ever need. Member FDIC.
This segment.
Good coaches know their players' strengths and weaknesses. They watch, evaluate, and come up with a game plan to make their team better. Like a good coach, when you bring your vehicle to McAdee Tire, they listen to your concerns and give clear explanations on how they can help. They come up with a game plan to get your vehicle performing at its best. From tires to oil changes, brakes, engine repair, and more, McAdee Tire can assist in all your vehicle needs and help you feel prepared for all the competitions ahead. McAdee Tire and Service, where their game-winning service is always a slam dunk.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron.
Outfitters Plus in Atlantic is making it easier for teams, coaches, groups, and you to host your group's orders online with their online store. Custom printed shirts, sweatshirts, all of your team apparel. Outfitters will design the graphics, post them on the web, give you the link to share with your team or group, and they can order themselves, all online. No more order forms to lose, sizes to keep track of, or money to hold on to. Let Outfitters Plus set up an online store for your team.
The postgame brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors. We're back right after this.
The Cass Health Olson's BP in Atlantic is the Keep You Going store, and they'll keep you going all day long with breakfast selections like breakfast burritos, breakfast sandwiches, and breakfast staples like biscuits and gravy. For lunch, what better place to stop than Olson's BP? With burgers, Champ's chicken sandwiches, and Godfather's personal pizzas, you're sure to be refueled for that afternoon grind. And after a long day of work, let Olson's BP do the cooking for you. Hot and fresh Champ's chicken with all the sides and every kind of pizza topping you can think of on your Godfather's pizza. It's Olson's BP on 2nd Street in Atlantic. They keep you going.
8.7 and live stream at westerniowatoday.com.
Welcome back to Harlan postgame show brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors. We'll start with scoring for Atlantic. First of all, the Trojans led by Gavin McLaren with 17, and he carried the load for Atlantic here tonight. Nolan Waters had 6, 4 points for Colton Rasmussen, 3 for Hudson McLaren, and 3 for Tyrell Williams. The big key, Cody Weaver, was that inside play of Franz Rice here on the ball game. And Franz Rice entered the contest averaging 11.4 a game. and 9 rebounds, but he surpassed that average. Rice in the first half had 3. He had 7, 8, 9. He had 10 points in the first half. He ended up with 16 for the ball game for Harlan Community. Brennan Eggers had 3 points. Jason Erlmeyer had a couple of threes. He finished with 8 points. Will Arkfeld had 12, and all those shots were from beyond the three-point line. Joseph Rice with 4. And Ben Linen come off the bench. I was impressed with Ben Linen, how he played as a sixth man for Harlan Community. He had a couple of buckets in the first half, 7 points. He had a 3-ball, and he finished up with 10 on the night. Harlan with 2 players in double figures. The Cyclones with Franz Rice with 16, Ben Linen with 10. And really, coming in, the concern of Coach Franken was that inside-outside game with the 3-point shooters. But, you take a look at Arkfeld, and he got his 4. But other than that, it was mostly inside Franz Rice.
Yeah, and Franz, just a little bit more height over Gavin. Gavin did a great job, but on the offensive side, Gavin did a great job against Franz on the other end too. So he offensively had a great game tonight. Used his height and his muscle to do a box out, defensively, but also on the offensive side was able to score quite a few there in the second half.
A sophomore against a senior. And, Gavin held his own tonight. 17 points to lead Atlantic, and for the Cyclones, Franz Rice also with 17 points. We'll take a timeout. We'll continue our postgame show here at Harlan. We're back right after these.
Elkhart Plastics and Atlantic has a career opportunity for you. They're currently looking to hire first and second shift oven operators, first shift assemblers, and maintenance personnel, along with competitive pay and shift differential offered for second shift. Elkhart Plastics offers medical, dental, vision, company-paid life and disability plans, as well as vacation, paid holidays, education reimbursement, and retirement savings plans. Go to MyersIndustries.com/careers to view openings and fill out an application. Elkhart Plastics is an equal opportunity and affirmative action employer.
Olson's BP in Atlantic is the perfect companion is waiting for you. Olson's BP in Atlantic is the keep you going store, and they'll keep you going all day long with breakfast selections like breakfast burritos, breakfast sandwiches, and breakfast staples like biscuits and gravy. For lunch, what better place to stop than Olson's BP? With burgers, Champ's chicken sandwiches, and Godfather's personal pizzas, you're sure to be refueled for that afternoon grind. And after a long day of work, let Olson's BP do the cooking for you. Hot and fresh Champ's chicken with all the sides and every kind of pizza topping you can think of on your Godfather's pizza. It's Olson's BP on 2nd Street in Atlantic, the Keep You Going store.
Business. Our commitment to you and our community has been how we've done business for over 5 generations, and that's why we're the only bank you will ever need. First Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to post-game show brought to you by Cass Health. Neighbors caring for neighbors. Again, Gab McLaren leads Atlantic with 17 points. And Nolan Waters had 6 for the Trojans. And for Harlan Community, they had 3 in double figures. Franz Rice was 16. Will Arkfeld had 4 threes for 12. And Ben Linen ended up with 10 points here in the game. Harlan scored Atlantic 16-8 in that first quarter. They led 31-18 at the halftime break. Then the Trojans, Harlan separate themselves that third quarter, outscoring Atlantic 13-4 in that third quarter of play. And they led 44-22 at that point, and then close it out on Atlantic 11-9 runs. We're going to talk to Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken, joining us here on our post-game show here live on 95.7 FM. And Coach, I'll tell you what, the inside presence was tough tonight for Harlan. Talk about the game.
Yeah, we just the big boys down low killed us on the glass. We gave up 50 points tonight, and I bet at least 15 of them were on offensive rebound putbacks. And I told the guys in the locker room that can't happen. If you want a chance to beat them, when you get them to miss, you have to get the rebound. And we didn't tonight. We did some good things offensively in the fourth. Obviously, junk defense the whole night, and Colton Rasmussen was banged up. He didn't even think he was going to play this morning. Could barely walk all day at school and stuff, I guess. And so that was a nice surprise to get. When I saw him getting on the bus to come here, I'm like, dude, are you okay? And he's like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go or not. And I was like, well, give it a shot through warm-up, see how you feel. And, I mean, he didn't feel great tonight. That's why he didn't get his normal minutes. But I think he kind of found himself in the fourth quarter and just decided to push through it, which was great. And we kind of seemed like we figured some things out against that junk defense there in that last part of that fourth quarter. But we got to be way better on the glass to have a chance to beat that team. That's point blank. That's where it lies with them. You have to keep them off the offensive glass to have a chance.
Gavin McLaren had a good night inside, seemed to find his spot in the low post.
Yeah, Gavin was that was the most active he's been against a junk defense for us offensively all year, which is great. He was finding the gaps, finding the creases, and making plays from the high post, and that's how you beat it. You got to get into the gaps, and you have to attack when you get the ball into the gaps. So Gavin was aggressive tonight. We need him to continue to do those things against that junk defense, and because there's plenty of opportunities for him to attack. So
Lennox on Friday, what about that?
Haven't even started looking at Lennox's stuff. We're focused on trying to beat Harlan tonight, but we'll obviously have to rebound better than we did tonight. I know they have a really talented scorer, wing player that he's over 1,000 points, so he'll have our attention, and we'll try to figure out how to stop him. But I was proud of our guys' fight tonight.
Yeah.
Nolan came out and hit a couple shots. Hudson McLaren hit another 3. Really need Hudson to continue to trust himself offensively and be more aggressive, because he can do a lot more things than he thinks he's capable of right now. So disappointed tonight, but we'll rebound the ball better Friday and hopefully give ourselves a chance to win Friday.
Very good, Coach. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
you.
Yep.
Atlantic head coach Dalton Franken joining us here on the post-game show here. And, as Coach mentioned, rebounding will be the key. And Atlantic and Harlan will match up again, Cody Weaver, when next Monday night, and we'll have that broadcast as well. So we appreciate Coach Franken for stopping by. Your final thoughts here on this one tonight, Cody Weaver?
Well, I would say, girls definitely closed the gap. I think they played well as a team. And, on the boys' side, they get that opportunity now to work the rest of the week to focus on Monday. And it's definitely going to be a different game for Rasmussen, I'm sure. It was tough. I mean, Harlan's big. They're tall. They use their size inside and outside. Their three-point shots were very accurate all night. And we started out hot, with the 3-0 lead there with Nolan Waters, and he didn't really get a lot of looks after that or a lot of scores after that, and it was mostly Gavin inside working, using his leverage and size. So they'll have to figure some other stuff out between now and Monday. But, they never gave up at all, which is what you want to see.
They played hard in the end. And I know Coach did talk about that, Cody. Gavin, he thought he was as active as he's been all year. Found that spot down low. Gavin's strong. And he got 17 points for the Trojans, lead all scorers here tonight. And Franz Rice was 16. I want to thank Anthony Donahue, Athletic Director at Harlan Committee, for the accommodations, as well as we got to thank Matt Goebbels. He sets this all up. We appreciate Matt Goebbels very much for all he does for us up here, and great time here in Harlan. Cody, thanks a bunch. We'll see you on Saturday for sure. We'll do district wrestling. We will have that Lennox basketball game on Friday night with a tip-off at 7:30, pregame just after 7 o'clock. And then Saturday we'll have wrestling. Cody Weaver, the best of the best, will be doing our play-by-play of the finals, and we'll have reports. Cody and I will keep you updated starting at 10 o'clock. District wrestling, can't wait. Top 2 will advance to the state wrestling tournament. For Cody Weaver, I'm Tom Robinson. Thanks for joining us. Harlan wins both tonight. The girls on the boys' side, the Cyclones top the Trojans by the score of 53-33. Good night from Harlan.